Ladies, gentlemen, and all of our WATCW faithful friends all across the globe, it's a warm night in hot Atlanta. You know, we had to take a break from this cold, snowy winter weather. I'm not feeling it. Need my coat on out there. I can't wear shorts anymore. We had to go where it was sunnier, and that is where Tuesday Turmoil is broadcasting to you tonight. It's so great to be here. The dust has cleared from Halloween Riot 3. The faction standings have shifted. What does November have in store for your premier virtual wrestling league? We've got a huge card for you tonight. We've got huge announcements that are coming imminently. And we have a gargantuan, tremendously sized triple threat main event for the WATCW People's Championship when Stone Cold Steve Austin defends that title against Roman Reigns and DillyTodds. It is perhaps the final entry in the triple threat trilogy that those three have been constructing around the most in-demand title in virtual pro wrestling today, the People's Championship. We've got the Seaman Demon in the chat with the huge resub. 34 months is crazy. 34? That is an unbelievable number. I think that's the most months I've ever seen in a message like that. It's so great to have the Seaman Demon with us. He was with us last night playing Fortnite, little Simpsons Fortnite, as well as FeaturedFilms and Matt Thomas, two other captains that we'll perhaps hear from in some capacity here tonight, whether in the chat or on commentary. I also got to tell you, we'll have the very great Nick Muhlbach on commentary here shortly once he's done cooking a little crab mac and cheese. What? There he is in the chat, Matt Thomas. Wasted no time. He's calling me a hoe. It's a great way to announce your presence in any room, virtual or otherwise. Folks, let's not waste any time. I teased some big announcements from the OFB tonight. I said I had two for you. And you know what? I'm feeling generous. I think I might even have three. Let's get on down to the ring and let me talk to you. Yeah. Here we go, folks. It's me, the OFB, the original final boss, and the commissioner and lead commentator of WATCW. And if I was going to tell you the things I want to tell you, I didn't want to just do it from the booth. I wanted to enter the squared circle that I built with my own blood, sweat, and tears to address you directly. It's true. Big announcements for November and WATCW tonight. Where do I begin? Let's start with this. For the first time in WATCW, at least for the first time in Season 2, and perhaps ever, there'll be not one, not two, but 3 WATCW wrestling streams in November. You've got a bonus WATCW show coming up, and rightfully so. It needed to happen. It's a big one because we are celebrating something so special. It needed its own show entirely, and that thing is, of course, me. It's my birthday later this month, and I figured if we were going to do a birthday stream, it had to include WATCW. So later this month, date pending, but later this month, we will have WATCW Birthday Bash, a show honoring and celebrating the greatest OFB in world history. I'm so honored to have you there. I'm so privileged to have you celebrating me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, I was thinking, what do I want for my birthday this year? And I actually came up with 2 things I want for my birthday. One, I don't want to work on my birthday. Who wants to work on their birthday? I don't want to have to go through the hard labor, the burden of having to book an entire wrestling show on my birthday. You know how hard this is? You know how much blood, sweat, and tears go into this? I want to relax on my birthday. So I'm not going to book the card for Birthday Bash. Nah. You are going to book the card for Birthday Bash. Because for the first time ever, we're going to have the WATCW faithful vote on a card. You'll get to vote for who you want to see challenging champions, and you'll even get to vote on the match stipulations for those championship defenses. And those polls are open right now. In the chat, you can see the Google form link. Those polls will close on, why did it say 9/16? Hold on. It is not 9/16. It is not the 9th month. It is the 11th month. Let's try that again. On 11/16. There, that looks better. November 16th, those polls will close, but you can start voting now on who you want to see get amazing opportunities at Birthday Bash later this month. Do not miss it. Do not hesitate. Vote now. If you're a captain, you can get your wrestlers in title matches at Birthday Bash. If you are if you're a competitor, you can maybe get yourself a title match. Or if you're a viewer and you want to help out your favorite faction or wrestler, now's your opportunity to make your voice heard. Don't walk, run to the polls. Here's the second thing I want for my birthday. By the way, this is all part of the same singular announcement. We haven't gotten announcement number 2 yet. The second thing I want for my birthday, I said I didn't want to work, and that part's true. But I do want to fight. Because, you know what? I've come up against a lot of resistance in this league, really from the jump. If it's not somebody arguing with me on commentary about a decision or a sabotage card, if they're not sending me DMs disputing my decisions and the way I run this league, if they aren't attacking me in the parking lot and making me fear for my life, it's one thing after the other. I feel like the people in this league have gotten so used to seeing me behind a desk or at commentary that they've forgotten who I am and why they call me the OFB. So for my birthday this year, I want to kick someone's fucking head off. I don't want to do it once. I don't want to do it twice. I don't want to do it 3, 4, 5, or 6 times. I think I want to do it 7 times. I'm going to face a gauntlet of challengers in the main event at Birthday Bash. I'm doing a final boss open invitational. And those who want to come down and get a piece of me and think they have what it takes can get me in the main event. But I'm going to run through the lot of you. It's time for me to lace up my boots and for the first time all season, get back in the ring. That's at Birthday Bash. It's going to be a hell of a show. It's going to be a one-of-a-kind occasion, and I can't wait for you to tune in and vote now on who you want to see competing at that show. Polls open until the 16th. Here's announcement number 2. You heard me say there's going to be not 2 but 3 wrestling streams this month, and that is true. What is the third one, folks? It's November, so why don't we welcome a new stipulation to the league you've never seen before? Our third stream in November will be WATCW War Games, or should I say Fantasy Faction War Games. And this is going to be a very interesting and unique opportunity because all season long I've seen these captains go after one another, talk their trash, cut promos, play cards on one another, craft conspiracies. It's gotten real contentious. It's gotten real mean and bitter. I think it's time for the captains to learn to coexist. So at War Games, later this month, it'll be 3 captains on one team, 3 captains on the other team, and they will have to collectively build a 4-wrestler War Games team. 4 versus 4. Every faction will have to be represented in their respective teams, and then you can collectively decide who the 4th competitor is. What are the teams, you ask? Well, I'm going to consult my handy-dandy notepad here to make sure I don't mess this up, make sure I get it right. Your War Games teams will be, on one side, Chris Anthony Lopez will team up with Nick Muhlbach, will team up with Connor Breedlove, and the other War Games team naturally will be FeaturedFilms and Matt Thomas and Suge Knight. 3, 2, 3. For one night, they will all be on their own teams. They'll have to coexist.
Hell yes.
That's right. He heard it. And they will have to collaborate together to build a winning team. We got Nick Muhlbach on commentary. So great to hear you. Did the crab mac and cheese come out?
Yes, but I'm gonna finish eating it while Tony Khan over here makes his special announcements.
Terrific! Once again, War Games teams. Matt's so happy to hear it already. Chris, Nick, and Connor on one side constructing a 4-wrestler team versus Featured, Matt, and Shug on the other side constructing their 4-wrestler team. And what are they going to compete for at War Games? What's the big prize that will justify having to put their differences aside and team up together? Well, it's not just a simple championship match. It's not an advantage or sabotage card. It is the opportunity to book December's episode of Tuesday Turmoil themselves. The winning captains, all 3 of them, will get to book that card however they see fit. They can give themselves title matches. They can do whatever they want. The only stipulation is they all 3 have to agree on every match together. They all have to be good friends and play nice if they want to win War Games and if they want to enjoy the spoils of victory in December at Tuesday Turmoil. Oh, he's so upset. He's so upset in the chat. Well, that's all right. I'm sure you guys will figure it out. And, hey, you got a lot of conspiracy theories about Featured. You think he's bribing me to get treated fairly, and now you can enjoy the benefits of that as well. You could be on the bribe team. Enjoy. One more announcement, folks. And this one, wasn't sure I was going to say anything today, but I think I'll go ahead and announce it. It's with a heavy heart that I tell you this will be the last wrestling stream on WrestleHub. We are ending our partnership with WrestleHub effective tonight, and at Birthday Bash we'll be starting a new chapter in our legendary branding. Because as I look around and I see how contentious it is, how angry it is, everybody's always wanting to argue and fight with me, I think it's time that we bring a little levity to WATCW. I think it's time that we bring light into the world versus darkness. And you're going to see that going forward with who we're bringing to WATCW later this month. There goes my 3 blockbuster announcements for WATCW this month. No more WrestleHub, Birthday Bash, War Games. The league is in a very interesting place right now. Stay on your toes because you never know what's coming next. Let's get the show properly on the road with our first match of the night. That being a tag team contest. Man, this thing's running like cement here. Come on. Here we go.
Looking good. I've already pitched the Kids at Shart as our team name.
Kids at Shart?
I don't know.
That's vile. Well, you sound a lot happier with your lineup than Matt Thomas in the chat.
Tinfoil, he'll do what he needs to do. I just figured that we could combine Nasty World Order and the Kids at Heart and make Kids at Shart.
It's an interesting component, right? Because Kids at Heart and Nasty World were definitely not on good terms in Season 1, but it is a new dawn here in this league. So I'll be interested to see how and if the 3 of you can coexist at War Games.
We're competing against each other right now, and
it's very true.
Everything's fine.
That's why I thought it'd be interesting to announce ahead of time who the War Games teams are going into this show, so you could perhaps see how those components already start to line up or drift apart based on what happens here tonight. And I mean, look, Chris has already been making nice with the whole, making amends with Nasty World Orders or just World Orders in general, because here is the Mac World Order. We haven't seen them in a little bit, not since their last, I believe, championship opportunity at Deerfest when they challenged then champs Mr. X and the Xenomorph. Now, of course, Mr. X and Shawn Michaels. But it's so great to see Eli and John Cena back here tonight.
Listen, they have the shirts and everything. Looking good. I also thought that it said NWO for a second. I was like, is the N silent or? But I was wrong.
No, it's all custom made apparel here. And do buy your MWO shirt at the WATCW shop or at the merch booth during the commercial break. And it is true, Chris. This is the last stream powered by WrestleHub. I think we've seen as the full potential of this partnership, and quite frankly, I think it's starting to do more harm than good to the WATCW brand. I think it's time for us to pivot to a new direction, which will be made clear at Birthday Bash.
New direction, something you can watch on WrestleHub.
No, that's a different show. I don't know what that show is. It's time.
That's what you said. Anyways, okay.
Speaking of new directions, here comes the game. Triple H sporting the blue, purple, and pink. Your team, this is you here, of course, you in the purple sweater out there at ringside.
That's right.
These are your guys. And from what I remember last time, I was pretty surprised. They had a match at Halloween Riot, little tag team bout against Eddie Guerrero and Dirty Dom, and they came up short. I thought these guys were going to be, fast-tracked to the title picture, but it seems like there's a couple more steps for them to take to earn their way there, perhaps.
Hey, a win here, a win there, win-win everywhere. I think that that was a Charlie Sheen quote.
Oh, yeah.
I think that... Listen, here's the thing, is that the Dark Order will give us some wins. We're not in last place anymore, right?
That's true. This is the first WATCW stream where the Celestial Sirens are not in 6th. You're in 5th now.
And it's a slow climb up to the top, right?
Now that it's really important, I think, that you've gotten out from the bottom, right? Like, I know 5th is still maybe not where most would prefer to be, but the fact that you've pulled out from last for the first time all season proves you're on the steady climb. That doesn't mean Show can't catch you, but you are not resigned to last for the entire season. There's no reason to believe you can't work your way back up here, maybe starting tonight with what I gotta still say is a blockbuster tag team you've concocted here.
And you know what? I gotta be honest with you. I haven't been one to really feel like insulted necessarily by any of these other teams, but the fact that I was losing to a guy who picked Dominic Mysterio as his world champion for a while, and then picked a dead man after I picked the dead man, this makes absolutely no sense to me.
Hey, look, nobody was more confused and possibly offended by the introduction of one Ricardo Radis, though I gotta, surprisingly, of all people, I gotta say, I've totally won over with this El Furioso thing he's got going on. I was ready to call the police, call the Ghostbusters, but Ricardo Radis is maybe the best incarnation of the Rager persona I've ever seen, and I've got a lot of opinions on that, so I really think Suge did something special. I have always questioned his allegiance to Dirty Dom Mysterio, though we're saying Dirty Dom, maybe not in this league, but in others far and wide, is technically a world champion, I believe, in this moment.
And technically he is. How do you feel knowing that JBL was a Grand Slam champion before John Cena? I mean, I was thinking about that. Who are the Grand Slam champions? And JBL, in fact, was Grand Slam champion before. Oh, you know what? I have the list right here, actually. It was a TikTok I was watching before. Let's go over some Grand Slam champions, because eventually I would imagine that we will have a Grand Slam champion in WATCW, right?
Yeah, I have to. You know what? Well, after you do that, I might have to muse on who's in line to possibly accomplish that one day.
That we're talking about one of the greatest of all time, and we don't always love certain federations and stuff like that, but
right.
We have Shawn Michaels, a member of ours, a member of our own, a Triple H.
Polls up, by the way, if you want to vote on this match, folks. Polls up.
Raising Kane. Chris Jericho.
Wow, Kane's a Grand Slam champion.
Kane is a Grand Slam champion. Kurt Angle, can't say I'm that surprised. I would like to acknowledge the fact that he won the tag team championship on his own. Because in this picture, there's this guy named Chris Benoit next to him. I've never heard of him. And then
Definitely not recruiting him anytime soon.
Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, yeah.
Kerwin White.
Kerwin? Wait, what are you...
I'm kidding. That was a joke. Jesus.
About to hang up.
Rob Van Dam. Booker T. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff Hardy, JBL. It's Christian. That was about as much excitement as Ty Christian gave him when he came back that one time.
Christian surprises me.
Big Show. Good one. Well, I guess they consider the World Heavyweight Championship to be a part of that. I wasn't sure.
Did they have to get both the world title and a WWE title, or is it just okay to get one?
Or the other.
Okay.
Because Miz is currently the Grand Slam champion, and Miz is one of my favorites as well of all time. Like I appreciate Miz. Also, why does John Cena not only look like JBL right now, but he just hit a clothesline from hell?
Hey, he had a clothesline straight from the Fast and Furious set, because that's what this version of John Cena will always look like to me. His hair's never looked this good ever, by the way.
Right. I mean, we're missing the bald spot.
This is Dean like Ambrose. Right off the set. Dean Ambrose. Wow. I think the like trend I'm noticing
that I don't like talking about.
Just Samoa Joe?
No, some Samoan guy named Joe.
Oh.
We got Randy Orton.
Yeah, of course.
Seth freaking Rollins, my guy. One that will should not surprise anybody, is Kofi Kingston.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
There's 35 of them people, so I hope you're excited.
How far are we down the list?
Well, I think we're on to the women now.
Oh, I think we're on to MrEliMac getting a big pedigree right here.
That's
Hold
right.
it! Nails it, goes for the pin, and is that it? No, Cena breaks it up. Off the apron, can't do that again, and Triple H is going to make him pay for getting in the ring when he's not welcome. Go on with reading your TikTok. Also, hello, DillyTodds. Great to see you. Welcome on in.
We have the Horsewomen and Asuka.
Horsewomen and Asuka.
Although Becky Lynch isn't. Although, here's the deal. With the women's, right, they consider the NXT Championship to be one of the the three you have to have.
Wouldn't this also be tricky in that now there are women's Intercontinental U.S. titles that not many people have held?
I think Becky is.
Becky might be the only one with that in mind, right?
The Miz is a 2-time Grand Slam champion.
I thought you were going to say he was a 2-time women's champion somehow.
That too. So is Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Rhea, of course. Finn Balor, and then Becky, of course.
Eli busted
Io
open.
Sky,
he's got to get out of here.
And then our boy Juan Cena.
Juan Cena. Triple H is beating this young man's ass like he owes him money. And I remember not last time, but the first match of these guys ended in a count out. Eli's down out there at the 8 count, and it might happen again. Refs at the 9. No way. No way. Eli's getting up. Is he going to make it in time? No, he doesn't.
That is our second. Hey, a victory is a victory, right?
What is going on out here? The second ever, and I think they're the only tag team this season to have done this in the first place, the second ever count-out victory. Here,
I believe this is the third time it's happened, but I don't know if it's been for teams.
I think you're correct. The last Turmoil, it happened for the first time, and then immediately afterwards for the second time. And then
that's right. Yeah.
And this is the third time now, as the Celestial Sirens get 3 big points in the tag team division. I should also say I pumped out that poll earlier, but it might be, if you really want to vote honestly, I would suggest maybe waiting till the end of the show tonight so you can really see who presents themselves as worthy contenders, because if you don't think it matters that Triple H and Seth Rollins just got a second victory, count out or otherwise, I don't know what to tell you, because they pulled it off. I mean, I'd be real mad if I was on the opposition. Chris is mad. He's in the chat saying, "Oh, come on."
I have 0 reels, by the way. I haven't even gotten like the extra ones yet, so I'm really bad. I will never challenge for the People's Championship.
Wait, you have 0?
I have 0.
Are you logged in right now?
Dude, I'm not logged in. That's why.
You got to be logged in, brother.
My guy. Thank you for reminding me.
If you didn't have,
I'm
if you
like,
had
why do
zero,
I have
that's a
zero
problem.
reels?
Yeah, that's
Well, I did throw all of mine away in one match last time, so I technically probably do have zero.
it's something they did introduce recently is they started tracking whether you're on like viewing streaks with streams. So if you watch like 3 in a row, for example, it'll tell you did, and then you'll get awarded like a couple hundred points just for doing that. So that's another great way to catch up with your channel points here. If you want to challenge for the people's title, you just got to watch me all the time. You just got to keep watching out there. And
I'm good.
I don't blame you. If you missed the opening announcement, we're having a show later this month in which you will get to vote on the card. WATCW Birthday Bash. The Google form's in the chat now. It'll be open until the 16th. You may vote now. You can wait till the end of the show. But you can help decide that card.
384 reels. So
got a ways to go.
Apparently I did just jeopardize everything by throwing all of my points into one of my matches, of course, last time, and then this was my rude awakening, unfortunately, I believe.
You played hard. I don't know if anybody nobody voted in that one again. Okay, if you guys don't vote in these, I'm gonna stop doing them, and you're gonna miss out on chances to get some points.
Hello. Wait, hold on 1 second. What's this?
Did I not just Seth Rollins Triple H complete prediction? Let's get the next one going here. Who will win? We got Wendy Ferguson versus Shimizu Hinako. We'll get that poll open here right now. Little free agent action for you. Little free agent action for you. Wendy Ferguson.
Taylor, I don't know what it is that you're doing, my friend, but Jesus.
I don't even know what you're referring to. I'm just trying to run my show here, brother.
Okay.
Here we go. God, the Trons are messed up too. That's the second one tonight. That's the second one tonight that Tron's been wrong.
This game will never work.
I saw a really weird one today while I was setting up the card. Apparently, like the render for Abyss is completely missing from my game now. So when you scroll over him in the menu, it shows a completely grayed out woman with a caution sign over her face. It's like the picture of Abyss is missing from the game. I don't know. I'm truly seeing things I've never seen before in this game. I think it becomes less stable every single time I play it.
That is just wonderful.
It's quite a thing to see.
I wouldn't have it any other way myself, but that's just me. I'm an agent of chaos, obviously.
I'm just worried we'll reach a point where the show will stop and I won't have any say in it. It'll become undoable. Like it'll become impossible and intangible later in the season. We got a long season ahead of us still, so please let me do it.
Amazing. I want just not the worst things to happen, obviously, but I just want some interesting, fun stuff.
Well, look, I try to keep it interesting. I try to keep it fun. I don't need any sort of hijinks from the canvas with which I paint itself. All right.
I want my character to show up with a ginormous head for no reason, just like.
Now, okay, if this game had big head mode, I would have turned it on years ago. Let me tell you that much. A big head mode.
You're right.
That is a sorely missed feature that I think was way more common when we were growing up. It was like an industry standard to have a big head mode cheat code. And just cheat codes in general. I wish this game had cheat codes. Imagine what weird stuff we could make happen with cheat codes. I'd love that. Moon gravity?
My big thing is watching the crowd. Don't watch the crowd.
Don't watch the crowd?
Because they move in sync 90% of the time. It's just really weird.
Well, look, at least they move. I don't know if you remember this from 2K22, but the game would get so overwhelmed with all the custom elements I would have on the screen at once that they would become low poly models, and they would just freeze in place like mannequins and not move at all in the first couple of rows. It was really quite disturbing to see. They've kept in motion all season, and I got to give a lot of credit to the WATCW faithful out there for staying in motion. Good job, gang.
I personally like that one dude in the white that's very obvious back there.
And the polo?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
he's also in the front, I'm pretty sure.
He's like our green shirt guy, white polo guy. He goes up to every single one. I couldn't believe we saw him in Tokyo for Halloween Riot. That guy's loaded.
Hey, listen. Green shirt guy, I will never understand.
And look, speaking of Tokyo and Japan, both of these women made big impressions over there. Wendy Ferguson had her singles debut in Kyoto when she went up against the Traveler of Kronos New Dawn fame. Wendy, of course, a competitor I am incredibly interested in. It's one of our huge free agent signings this season.
Taylor, are we seeing the chat?
We get a little raid. We're getting a little raid from Blasphemy 101. How y'all doing? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. What's going on, Emperor Evil King at Blasphemy 101? Welcome on in for a little wrestling stream, little WATCW. This is our virtual wrestling league, all simulated inside of WWE 2K25, where all sorts of friends from the content creation space fight each other and characters from our favorite games, movies, comics, etc. Right now we've got...
What is this raid thing?
What? This is my grandpa on commentary with me. He doesn't know.
Hi.
Do you actually not know what a raid is?
No, I genuinely have.
Oh, okay.
I was I thought that like our stream was getting hacked or something.
Oh, you were like scared. You're like, help!
I was like,
A raid. So a raid's like when one person's ending their stream, they can raid another person's stream and send their audience to that stream. It's typically typically a good thing to do. There are maybe raids you should be afraid of, but let's hope that's not Blasphemy 101's intent here tonight. I think they'll be friends. We got Shadow Ninja Dawn appropriately raiding from the shadows. Got a little follow from NCAA Football MVP. Thank you so much. Welcome aboard, folks. Great to see you. Right now we got a huge match here. 2 free agents in our league. Wendy Ferguson, the former Waffle House Championship Wrestling shift leader, going against Shimizu Hinako from Silent Hill F, who debuted during our Halloween Rumble last month in Tokyo. One of the new Silent Hill protagonists from a game I played last month as well, making her singles one-on-one debut. This is a big proving opportunity for these two ladies to really show what they're capable of in this league. As 2 free agents, they're not on factions, but maybe they will be if they start picking up some wins here. Wendy's already got one against the Oh my God, she just flapjacked Hinako on that chair. Goodness gracious. And now, oh my God, don't, what the hell? Wendy, that's crazy. Wendy, we're subject to see another count-out victory here, or maybe even a draw. There we go. Get Hinako back in the ring. Hinako's
No, that's actually exclusively only for me. I'm going to start coming up with a catchphrase or something like that. Like, our new tag team name for them is going to be 10 Count. But that sounds like it's going to be another shitty boy band gimmick.
You could be like, don't count us out because we'll get you counted out or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Wow, kip up from Wendy Ferguson, the front of the line. Oh, what a spinning back fist from Hinako, who's very vicious. Doesn't look like she's beast mode tonight. She's not rocking the Yeti arm, and good for Wendy that she isn't. But Hinako suddenly taking control of this as she goes up top. And what's she hitting? Wow, what an elbow drop to Wendy Ferguson. That was beautiful. Going to hook the leg. Is that enough to get Hinako her first win tonight? No, not yet. And do enjoy what is our last Wrestle Hub stream there. You see the orange branding on the map for the last time. It's time.
It's so disappointing, honestly, like I said.
You know, some things can't last forever. We don't want to be stuck in the Wrestle Hub box forever. You know what I mean? We gotta grow. We gotta progress. We gotta find a new home that will charge our viewers more money.
That's right. That's fair.
Really, what we're doing is we're trying to open it up.
Coming in or something? Or
we're trying to open things up and appeal to
Nick Khan. Sorry, that's what I meant.
The only Nick I need in this league is already sitting on commentary with me right now, brother.
Aw, that's so sweet. I just thought you were jacking up the prices of the arena shows like Nick Khan.
Well, we might be jacking up off of Wrestle Hub, but you could be jacking somewhere else while you're on Wrestle Hub. And we do want to thank them for their partnership and their power these last couple of streams. Wow, German suplex on the mat. Wendy's really capitalizing outside the ring on this one. She's really just trying to do the most damage as quickly as possible. And Wendy is mean. She was trained and tested in the battleground of Waffle House Line Kitchens, man. She's seen it all.
Those are pretty tough.
Late night shifts. I mean, she's seen things you couldn't imagine in there. Now we might have a double count out because I think the two of them are stuck. Nope, here we go. Here we go. But, oh my God, wait a minute. What's Wendy thinking? Oh, spike DDT, Hinako on her head. We're at 6. Oh my God, Wendy, what are you doing? A rookie mistake. She's going for the submission finish out there. It's a 7 count. Hinako taps out. It doesn't matter. And now they're both out there at the 8 count. Hinako gets in the ring. Wendy does too. Good grief, man. What is going on?
Get back in the ring. I voted for you. Yeah. Okay. Well, I meant to tell you, Brother Taylor. So I went to a Friendsgiving, and they didn't want a lot of the beer that... And I meant to send you a picture of this. They didn't want a lot of the beer that was left in there. So now I am the owner of at least 10 different pumpkin beers.
You had 10 different pumpkin beers?
No. I just have them in my fridge.
Hell yeah.
They're all different types of pumpkin beer. I've never heard of any of these brands before in my entire life.
Oh, I love that. That sounds like that sounds like my kind of party. By chance you have one called, and this is not a joke, do you have one called Whole Hog in there? It's not a joke. I'm genuinely asking.
Okay. I mean, obviously you have a batch to announce.
Steven Demon said, what?
You have an outcome to announce. Let me go over. I have my headphones in, so I'm gonna take us over to the fridge right now.
All right.
And I can let you know some of them.
Nick will take us to the fridge. I'll reward points to whoever voted for the front of the line, Wendy Ferguson, who is proving to be indeed one of the biggest free agent signings I've made all season. I knew she was promising. I had eyes on this one since she won the shift leader position at Waffle Mania, and Wendy Ferguson is now 2-0 in this league despite a terrific debut rookie display from Shimizu Hinako, who I suspect we haven't seen the last of. But it's really hard to stand up against this woman right here, whose grappling game, her submission game, her strikes. She's ferocious, she's strong, and damn it all, what a competitor and what a win here tonight from Wendy Ferguson. All right, I knew okay, so Whole Hog was going to get some people curious.
Maybe there's 6, but Whole Hog.
Oh, you drank 4?
Not one of them. No, I thought there was 10. But it was because we grabbed a couple of seasonal poppy flavors and a couple of high noons, and I'm currently drinking one of those. We have Paranormal Imperial Beer by Flying Monkeys.
What?
What? We have Headless Wiley.
What?
Which is a pumpkin spice imperial beer from Rivertown. Sam Adams Oktoberfest. That's classic. Rivertone Brom Bones. That's another one.
What?
And then the last one is Troger's Master of Pumpkins.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, there is not one called Whole Hog, but I'll tell you, I'm going to be looking that up right now.
Dude, I only ask because it's really good. Also, thank you to Shadow Ninja Don for the follow as well. Polls going up for this one. No, so just tried this Whole Hog pumpkin ale at a bar up in Cleveland. It was like, it's so good, we have to find it. We did find some down here. Found a 4-pack of it. And it really is like, I love pumpkin ale, right? And I've had quite a few of them, but a lot of them do taste pretty similar, admittedly. This one not only tasted like a slice of pumpkin pie, but it tasted like a slice of pumpkin pie with whipped cream, dude. It was so delicious. It had
amazing.
Such a nice, like, not overly sweet, but it had this nice, like, sweet notes, and it was so nice. And
oh, wow, okay. All I had to do was look up Whole Hog, and pumpkin came right after it.
Yeah, it's killer.
Right after it.
It's killer. And I tried to find it like 2 weeks ago. I went to 4 because some breweries will have like you can look up on their website and see what stores they stock. I went to 4 different stores and couldn't find this thing. Every single one was like, we've been sold out for weeks. So if you can find some Whole Hog pumpkin ale out there, give me a hell yeah. Make sure you get some. We got the poll up, and we've got another wild match here tonight. Two American classics collide for the first time in El Grande Americano representing El Diablo de Patas. And of course, Hank Hill making his debut as a righteous cowboy. And he's not just putting on any old hat, he's putting on Hank's special hat. I know somebody out there get that reference. I think Matt might catch a reference on this hat. Hank Hill, who returned in Season 2 at WatCon, had a brief tag team stunt with the Maniac Kid, split up once Connor drafted him as his Twitch division wrestler here in the Righteous Cowboys, El Grande Americano, and Hank Hill going one-on-one for the first time here tonight. Now, I'll say, wow, right out of the corner. Hank, I'll admit, as much of a legend as he is, as much as we love him, and he was a staple of our Fortnite stream last night, sitting on the Simpsons couch with sexy Ned Flanders, Velma, and Miles Morales. If you thought you saw some weird things here, you can see some weird things there too. Hank hasn't enjoyed a win.
I appreciate your Ned Flanders.
Thanks, man. I unlocked him during the stream. The Simpsons season's like ruining my life, but I just can't stop playing it. Whoa, what a splash.
I have yet to play it, but I do want to play it.
Is Whole Hog out of Wisconsin? Looks like some liquor stores out may have some. Have to grab some. You should. If you like pumpkin beer, I highly recommend, especially now, I mean, we're in November, if you can actually find somewhere with Whole Hog pumpkin ale, I highly recommend you get some. Maybe give them a call first. You know, I could have probably saved myself a lot of trouble if I just called these places and didn't spend like 2 hours driving around trying to find some damn pumpkin beers. What? But
it's all about the adventure.
It kind of was. You know, I really believed every time I walked into one place, I was like, this will definitely have it. And then my heart was broken 4 times in a row. Had to just go with some good old Spooky Tooth, which I don't mind. I like Spooky Tooth, but I really was in love with this Whole Hog thing. So I found a place with Whole Hog, it's just not pumpkin ale. So I got the Whole Hog Oatmeal Cream Pie Stout.
That sounds like it would be really good too.
And it did have that creamy flavor. So I guess they're just good at that creamy flavor, just like Suge Knight on the outside.
Hey, yo. I was about to say, you know where you can see some good old creamy flavor is on WrestleHub.
Whole Hog cream pie? A cream pie Whole Hog? Everybody got there at the same time. Nobody could resist putting those words together. Only on WrestleHub tonight for the last time.
Now, I have to ask, is this, it looks like it probably is this Chad Gable El Grande Americano, or is this Ludwig Kaiser?
I mean, as far as I know, El Grande Americano is El Grande Americano.
Yeah, okay. Just like...
Good bit.
Yeah, it's still going so well.
No, this is... So that's one of the most... Actually, let me give you the whole backstory of El Grande Americano being in this game. Also, Suge Pie emerging from the darkness to announce that he always knows how to deliver a cream pie, and that's why he has 4 kids that he's aware of. I love...
Can we just pin that?
I think, I've never taken advantage of this. Yes, I can pin that, and I just did. Let's see. Okay, we can... For 20 minutes, that'll be pinned. Great. That's good.
I hope we get another raid.
I said Suge Pie. Did I say that? Suge Pie 323. I love that Suge. You never know when he's here. He's very quiet and stealthy, and then he'll show up to say the most out of pocket thing, and then he will disappear back into the nether realm. I said Suge Pie. Hey, go run to the store right now and get yourself a Suge Pie real quick.
Ooh.
Suge Pie 323. So hashtag. Well, WrestleHub's not dying, to be clear. WrestleHub is not shutting down. We are just ending our partnership with them.
Right, we're good Christian people now.
Yeah, we're going in a new direction, a more family-friendly direction is what I would say, maybe, with the next birthday bash. It's a birthday party, you know what I mean? All ages kind of event. Oh, hold on, El Grande's up top. He's going for that huge headbutt to the midsection of Hank Hill, and he might be bringing 2 points to El Diablo de Patas. No, Hank manages to kick out. So originally... So the first DLC pack for this game was meant to include a mystery celebrity. Oh, nice crossbody off the ropes. A mystery celebrity. And they never actually officially confirmed who it was going to be, but people went into the game's code and were able to, piece together that it was going to be Travis Scott. They successfully predicted everybody else in the pack, so it was like, yeah, we can believe it's Travis Scott. And then the pack came out, and it didn't include this unknown celebrity. Nice belly-to-belly over the top. So they were like, hey, we're going to get that other person out eventually, but they're not ready yet. And as you probably know, wow, a big splash for Hank Hill. Shades of El Grande himself. And here we go. This is an American classic here. Wow.
An American classic.
I'll tell you what. But as I'm sure you know, the relationship between WWE and Travis Scott broke down somewhere. As far as I understand, Travis Scott was like really flaky and obviously got a ton of fucking hate for the WrestleMania thing. Whoa, Hank was going for a big Texan spear there, but Grande kicked out and didn't get it. So still for months and months they didn't address it. And finally they said, oh, it's going to be El Grande Americano. And it's like, well, that's not a celebrity guest, but okay, hold on. Oh, real close there. Hank almost got it. And people said, all right. And then like months and months, they finally put out this El Grande Americano, who is the Chad Gable version, even though the Chad Gable version no longer is relevant and everyone associates it with Ludwig Kaiser now. So it's like, this was the replacement of a character they never delivered on, and the replacement they came up with was the one that nobody liked and isn't relevant now. It's just like 2K never catching up.
Job than Gable is.
Oh yeah, it's completely changed the entire like perspective and context of the character now. I think Ludwig Kaiser, by the way, like doesn't exist. Are you, Matt? Are you like doing laundry over there? What is that noise?
I had a feeling the second that
stirring chocolate milk.
Stirring chocolate milk. Great.
Some obscene noise that Matt was hearing. Hi, Matt.
Another headbutt to the midsection of Hank, and I think that's got to be it. And indeed it is, as El Grande Americano gets 2 big points.
Stop voting for things, honestly. I think I just need to keep collecting the watching thing.
I think El Grande Americano is undefeated in singles competition at WATCW. I think this was another draft that a lot of people questioned for Suge Knight. Keeping in mind he dropped the still current Twitch champion DillyTodds to pick El Grande up, but things keep going as it is. El Grande might be the one to dethrone DillyTodds for that Twitch championship. It keeps playing like this. Who knows?
Suge will drop him again.
He's playing like 7D chess. You know what I mean? He's playing a game that hasn't even been invented yet. That's my Shuggy Pie out there. Oh, I gotta delete the Nightbot Rilloween thing. It still says that. I forgot about that. How we feeling in chat? Wrestle Hub Kids already exists. Oh man, I'm not touching that one. Hank Hill, no points awarded because everybody voted for Hank, and El Grande Americano with the big upset. Shook says Dilly was a loser and not Mexican. He wasn't Mexican when you drafted him in the first place, and he's the current champion.
You dropped him as a champion, so like,
it's about as winning as you can get. I don't know I can't pretend to know the full heritage of DillyTodds. This is when he'll come out and be like, I'm half Puerto Rican. He did say
he told me he was, and then called ice on my team. Jesus Christ.
But what else we got here? 2 points for El Diablo de Patas. I forget what I was talking about. Oh, Ludwig Kaiser, I think. You know how like people like to say the old cliche, they're like, Bruce Wayne's the mask man and Batman's the real persona. I think Ludwig Kaiser is the mask and El Grande Americano is like his true self. He's like dating a woman from AAA now and like seems to almost exclusively be in Mexico and is like celebrated en masse by everybody. Like I think the mask has like taken a hold of him and there is no distinction now. Like he is El Grande Americano forever. Yeah. And good for him. I'm so glad he found himself.
He was doing all right before. I think it sucks that he's like brought the bruiserweights into it, but I guess they're on TV.
I do feel for the default like tactic now is hey, if you're a jobber, we got nothing to do for you. Just become an El Grande Americano. It's like that's not great for everybody.
No,
but he's making it work as far as I can tell. All right, well, tough break for the Righteous Cowboys there, with Hank Hill losing another one, unfortunately, in his debut as a faction member. But they have another opportunity to get on the board tonight. And what is now, surprise, a tables match by way of a faction captain card played by Connor Breedlove himself to make this a tables match and put a little extra points on the board. Let's get our poll going. China, who also has not gotten a win since being drafted over to the Righteous Cowboys. This is, I would say, make or break for her. And Kayla, despite of her resume and her legacy of this league, and having done pretty decently when she was playing for the Twitch division on the Heartbreakers, I feel has really struggled in the Women's World Championship division this season. So I'd say this is a must-win for both involved, and to win, they will have to put the other through a table. So it's about to get real ugly. Also, it looks like all of Connor's tattoos disappeared out at ringside. What a shame. This game
last update really fucked you, huh?
I don't think there was a new update recently since the last stream, but I mean, that's just the state of this game, yes. Is I'm having to, that's why I simulate matches and stuff, because I always end up with, a list of things to do to get this, stream ready. There's always something. Today, I'll be interested to see if they're still there. Today, all of the images disappeared off of Pixie's boots and her kick pads and her knee pads, and I removed the pieces to try to fix it, and had found that all the images are permanently now on her skin on her legs.
Oh, cool.
And I can't remove them, but I think I was able to get the images back on her clothes also. I'll be curious to see if they're on there. Because when I edited her character, I can see the images on the items, but I'm like, they're not there. So I take the items off, and they're on her skin. Okay. Connor, on the other hand, no images on his skin. Which, is not correct. So Kayla has her tattoos. That's at least for now she does. We'll see if they remain there when the bell rings.
Connor's tattoos were never real.
They were, the whole entire time it was a hoax. He forgot to put them on. All right, here we go. One-on-one tables match. Kayla and China, neither have had a great run as of late, but for one of these women, that's going to change right here, right now. I actually really don't like to see Connor out there with no tattoos. That feels really weird to me.
It feels wrong.
In the same way that, if he wore a shirt all the time and then didn't, that would be weird. It's like
he drew them on every day.
That doesn't look right. I got to get that fixed if I can. I hope I can. I didn't know that was an issue earlier today when I was looking at this game, and that's cool. You just never know what you're going to get when you come back and turn this one on. Kayla, big clothesline to China over the top. Now, I will say, by the way, this being a tables match obviously ups the stakes a little bit, but it also, in its own way, I don't want to say it makes this match easier to win, but this could be a really quick one, because now you don't really have to work your opponent over. It's not about putting them down for 3 or getting them to tap out. You just got to set one of those tables up, and you got to put them through it. You might even do it by accident. I've seen it before. So this could be a really weird and unceremonious one. Connor says, you know what, let me get this turnbuckle pad off here real quick. I just don't like looking at that. That's no problem. You can do what you want.
When Big Show stepped through a table and lost a match?
I know. And
he was getting, or he was backed into a table and stepped through it, and because he stepped through the table during the tables match against Cody Rhodes, he lost the Intercontinental Championship.
And it was debated for years whether it was on purpose or not, but I think it's pretty clear that it was on purpose.
I mean, yeah.
It was a silly ending to a table match.
Big Show probably cried afterwards, because that's kind of what he does.
Wins the trade deadline, Connor asked. You know what? I'm glad you brought that up, because I totally forgot. I actually had another big announcement. I totally forgot.
Oh, gosh. Jesus.
It is true. Tomorrow, the final 2K25 DLC comes out. And we will have another 24-hour trade window where you will be able if you choose to trade somebody on your faction for somebody in that DLC release, you'll have 24 hours. So from the time I text you tomorrow saying that the window's open, you'll have 24 hours from that point to make your decision. So I'll be very communicative on that. Dilly says, do not accuse him in jest or otherwise of calling Ice, and I say that's very fair. Fuck Ice, and I know it's all in good fun, but yeah, we ain't playing with that. So let me also refresh my memory on who's in that DLC pack real quick. Just a second.
Junkyard Dog, dude.
Yeah, I know Junkyard Dog's in there. It's just like a Legends lineup, so it's got yada yada yada.
Until you in chat, any and all allegations about me contacting ICE in jest or otherwise will be met with actual human violence, FYI.
Indeed. Jesse Ventura, Junkyard Dog, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, Wait, what just happened? I think China just won. Hold on, I was reading.
Yep, China just won.
That's some channel points for Nick right here.
And that's 2 big points for the Righteous Cowboys.
Connor needed that.
That's big for them. That's big for China, and that's real unfortunate for Kayla, who suffers another loss on the Heartbreakers.
Chris just says, damn.
Well played. The fans apparently hated this match. 1 star bad. I told you it wouldn't be a long one.
Sure.
1 star bad, but in spite of that, look, Connor played a great card here. It worked out his way. He's got some extra points on the board now, and China helps put the Cowboys up tonight. Let me reread that. So tomorrow the DLC will come out. Jesse Ventura, Junkyard Dog, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, Sid Justice, and Tito Santana will be up for grabs. I don't know the overall stats on those guys yet, but we will potentially have some shakeups in our factions tomorrow.
Well, let me tell you something. My stats are too low. It's a conspiracy theory, and
I don't know. I'm trying to be Jesse Ventura.
Look, if somebody drafts Jesse Ventura, you do have the benefit of hearing me do terrible impressions of him every single time he comes out here, McMahon.
We're gonna. I'm from the Baja.
I don't know.
Look, I tried to start a union, and the Hulkster blew the whistle, McMahon. Do you like that one, Chris?
Is it just the whole DLC, or just the DLC?
It's just the DLC. It's just the DLC. Those wrestlers I just read off. Typically, I also include any new characters that I've unlocked since the last trade or draft. I don't think I have any. I'll double check on that before I confirm it for you, but I don't think that I have any this time. So yeah, so there's no women on that DLC. Not cool, 2K. So you won't be able to trade out anybody in your women's championship division tomorrow, for example. But you can make some changes. Say if you...
Well, that's another conspiracy out here, that there's no women in the DLC.
Well, I was a SEAL. I went over there. What do you know about it, McMahon? Nacho Libre has a promo. It's good.
Did you see the video where he's like arguing with Pierce Morgan, and then he's like, well, let me tell you, what about your BBC? And then, like, the video just cuts off.
No, I have not seen that. It's terrific. Yeah, big points here for anybody who drafts Jesse Ventura, just because you get to hear that every single time we go live. Actually, it's kind of cool. I don't think he's been in one of these games in a long time, so I think it's kind of a cool
he should
addition.
just join our commentary team, honestly.
Well, I guess he's not doing Saturday Night Main Event anymore, so we could give him a call. He was too based for them. Well, as Chris says it, he's the face, he's the ace, and many say he's the GOAT, but he's indisputably your men's world championship. Nacho Libre is in the ring, here to celebrate and tell you he's beaten the Rilloween curse. Season 2 didn't get off to the start that he had wanted. He suffered in his first match a loss to The Fiend. He started to doubt himself, second-guess himself, and thought maybe he didn't have what it takes to be the GOAT of this league anymore. But through perseverance, determination, hard work, He looked deep down into the depths of his dark soul. He threw the mask and cape away, and he just focused on his ability, his potential. And he gave you a Nacho Libre like you'd never seen. But now he stands here as the 3-time men's world champion, having defended that title successfully twice. And lastly, at Real Halloween Riot, he's proved to himself that he still has what it takes, that he is still the GOAT. And it's time to stop moping, and it's time to give WATCW the Nacho Libre and the champion that they truly deserve. And the next time Nacho's in this ring to defend his title, he will be donning the mask and the cape and giving you the Nacho that you need once again. And the fans, they love
so
it.
the loser Nacho.
I don't want to hear from you at all. Nacho beat your guy to win that title.
No.
Yeah, he did.
It was stolen.
Yeah, of course.
By a fucking bullshit card.
And you know what? I agree with you, Tinfoil Thomas.
Well, that's it.
Here, I believe it.
That's it. It was a false flag operation, Matt. They put a sandwich costume on him and reduced his stats, kind of dipping into Nick Cage a little bit. But I agree, it was a false flag. Featured says he won it fair and square. I don't think he did.
Bitch would say that considering he fucking played the card.
I don't think he did.
You guys gotta get on the same page, buddy.
I was in Predator, and I had a big T-Rex boner. What do you think of that, McMahon? I didn't see any T-Rex. I saw all sorts of creatures in the new one, McMahon. They didn't have boners. Is this cream pie thing still pinned here? I'm getting this out of here. Unpinned.
McMahon.
I'm unpinning it, McMahon. That's not right. Get another poll going here. We got another tag team match for you tonight. Eddie and Dom versus El Regular and Ultimate Warrior.
This stream's kind of speeding by. I'm not complaining, though.
Hey, thank goodness for that, man. That last stream killed me. When I got done with Halloween Riot, I was like, I don't want to look at this game for another month, man. I was so burnt out on 2K25. That show was almost 4 hours long.
What are we, like, halfway through? This is like the halfway point?
We're getting there.
We've done China and Kayla.
That count-out finish sped it up a lot, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's
the Hank Hill and El Grande, Eli Sheetna and Triple H Rollins.
Mm-hmm. You what?
We're the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kids.
Yeet.
Now we're on Dom and Eddie.
Yeet.
And we already had one. Yeah, it's 5 out of 1, 2, 3.
Are you yeeting?
Yeet.
How dare you?
Nobody drafted the Yeet Man yet.
It's 12 matches, so we're almost halfway.
Did you see that?
Oh my! Look at this guy.
LA Knight got his promo cut off part of the way through it last night.
No, I did not hear that.
And the commentator just started talking in the middle of it.
Okay, I know you gave one of us Ultimate Warriors entrance. Who was it?
No, none of you guys have this one.
In the past, I thought at least one of us had it.
You know what? My photographic encyclopedic WATCW knowledge will tell you that David Jindoy and the Survivor had this entrance in season 1, McMahon.
There we go.
I think you take a look at the Ultimate Warrior and you take a look at the Survivor David Jindoy, and you can see one is clearly inspired by the other.
Yeah.
And now he's a Cenobite teaming up with El Numero Uno, the Lucha Libre legend, WATCW original, El Regular, coming out to the ring here. No, he's later tonight. He's taking on my client, my champion, Cody House. He'll be out here later. You like this? You want to hear more of this every time? You got to draft Jesse Ventura tomorrow. I hope it's
one is the fake Rick Gratis. One is
I hope
the
it's
real
the
Rick
current
Gratis.
Jesse Ventura. I hope it's not even like him in his prime. I hope it's what.
Minnesota Governor Jesse Ventura.
Yeah.
Dude, can we just have wrestlers go into politics as a match? It's just gonna be Kane versus Rhino versus Jesse
Rhino.
Did a Big Show go into politics?
Big Show? No, not that I'm aware of. He might run a Jimmy John's like the Navy, but I don't think he's at political office. He did. I saw him. He was back there, just cutting the bread. Oh fuck!
Oh no!
I knocked my microphone. I unplugged my controller and it changed all my audio devices. I tell ya. I got a little excited there talking about Jimmy John's. We got Goth Frauty in the chat. Welcome on in, Goth. Welcome to WATCW, our virtual wrestling league. We've got a massive tag team contest here. Eddie Guerrero with his son, Dominic Mysterio, taking on Ultimate Warrior and WATCW original El Regular. Another big tag team match here. Suge, who's enjoyed a little point boost already tonight by way of El Grande Americano, will look to get another 3 points if he can overcome the Cenobites, who, in spite of being number one most of the season, I don't think have made a lot of headway in the tag division. Still need to see whether this team is the one to get them there. If not, they may be looking at making some trades with some of those legends tomorrow, perhaps, potentially. We'll see. How you doing, Goth? Hope you're doing well. If there's one wrestler that would fight extra hard against Eddie and Dom, it's got to be the Ultimate Warrior. I don't know what you mean there, FeaturedFilms.
Yes, you do.
Hey, you drafted him. I don't know. It wasn't my idea to put him out here. Eddie with the off the ropes Hurricane Rana here. Eddie and Dom, I thought, had a pretty big win at Halloween Riot when they took on Seth and Triple H. And I was saying earlier, like, I questioned this Dominic Mysterio draft since the beginning. I didn't understand why we were so insistent on keeping him in WATCW. But things are going pretty well with Eddie and Dom. Maybe that was the secret recipe. Had to get these guys together, and maybe they're ready to run roughshod over the tag division. We do need to see who will be the ones to challenge Mr. X and Shawn Michaels at Birthday Bash. Keep in mind the polls are open, folks. Just drop the link in the chat there. You can vote on the next wrestling show. Who will be challenging for the titles? What match stipulations will we see? You even have a write-in category for the People's Championship. Most of those questions are multiple choice. For the People's Championship, you can write in who you'd like to see. So you can go way off book if there's somebody that you think is truly the People's Champion. They're going to get that opportunity at Birthday Bash later this month as Ultimate Warrior boxes the ears of Latino Heat. Did you guys vote yet? You gonna vote?
Oh, for sure. Actually, I find it to be interesting. I'm seeing only a rating for Junkyard Dog. Although this might be, you know what? This is for a different game. I think maybe.
Yeah, usually we don't know the stats until the update.
2006. That's crazy. I didn't even know he was in that.
That rating may not be accurate from SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. I don't know.
I would imagine not. You know what I'm finding, though, is I'm finding character models for the game Legends of Wrestling 2, which is one of the worst non-licensed wrestling games I've ever seen. I'm currently looking at the Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff scan for that. It's pretty... If I could ever recommend that we play a game on here, it would be that. Absolutely.
I did have Legends of Wrestling 1 for the GameCube. And I might even still have one of these boxes down here.
I had the sequel, the Legends of Wrestling 2, for the GameCube as well. I gotta pull up that roster. It's crazy. And it has some of the worst, like, entrance themes that because they couldn't afford, obviously, WWE's entrance. So Bam Bam Bigelow has an entrance where it just says Bam Bam all over again.
Wasn't Andy Kaufman in one of those?
Andy Kaufman was in the second one.
Nice.
Let's see. Let's look at this list. Unfortunately, what's his name? One Man Gang wasn't Akeem the African Dream. That's disappointing. When is he going to be in the DLC? Let's see. Sorry.
He's gonna replace Jelly Roll after they have a falling out. I thought Jelly Roll was getting added to this game, by the way. I was surprised when it was El Grande Americano. I'll take El Grande Americano over Jelly Roll, but I thought they were coming in with the Jelly Roll DLC.
What's crazy is I can look at the sprites list right here and tell you exactly who each one of these wrestlers is.
Wow! I forgot that was a finishing move for the Warrior, that running splash. But Dom felt the worst of it. Oh, wow, what a dance move there by El Regular. And that is a big win. Maybe the first win for El Regular and Ultimate Warrior. I certainly would remember seeing this dance move, I think, in the past.
Is this the Oddities entrance?
I don't know what this is. They're having a groovy time there.
Do you have Ultimate Warrior as Kurgan right now?
I don't know what is going on ever in this game, but they are raising the roof and having a funky time, and the Cenobites get 3 big points in the teams division. I think that was their first win, and I think they probably needed it. So that's a big deal for Ultimate Warrior and El Regular. Go ahead and choose the outcome. By the way, most people thought Eddie and Dom had it, and I kind of did too. I thought their chemistry and history together would overcome the odd couple of Regular and Warrior, but I'm mistaken. Big splash. Big splash. And I got to say, by the way, once again, not that long of a tag match. I'm loving this. I'm loving the pacing of this so far.
Let's see. Let's see some weird wrestlers here.
Featured even voted for Eddie and Dom. That's how unlikely it seemed. That
I voted for Featured because he's technically, unfortunately, winning right now.
I guess I barely forgot to tweet that out. Whoops.
But yes, Andy Kaufman is in the game.
Andy Kaufman's in the game. I think Andy Kaufman had a brief cameo in season 1 of WATCW too. I'm not 100% on that, even with my encyclopedic knowledge.
Just so many random wrestlers in here. The Grand Wizard is a manager in this game.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Not who you think that
is. Triple H?
Wow, they really did get away with that back in the day, didn't they? He's a WWE Hall of Famer, Ernie Roth is, I'll tell you.
Wow, his thing he was a Grand Wizard?
The Grand Wizard. He wore a turban.
Oh, that's not what I expected.
Yeah, no. It's a very... he was a manager.
Well, you get who you can get for the Legends of Wrestling.
He had many ring names. He had the Grand Wizard of Wrestling. He had the Grand Wizard. J. Wellington Radcliffe. Mr. Clean. Okay. Wow. Abdullah Farouk. And Armstrong K.
A man of many hats, and thankfully no hoods, maybe.
And one turban.
And one turban, and no hoods, from what I could tell, for what that's worth. Well, this man's not wearing a turban, but he's wearing a mask on both sides of his head, because you are accompanying, once again, The Fiend to the ring. Last time we saw The Fiend was in an ambulance match at Halloween Riot against my champion, Cody House. And of course, my champion did fight successfully to defend my honor and made a massive impact statement when he closed that Fiend inside an ambulance and sent him home to the Shadow Realm. But now the Fiend's back, and I had recalled that Nick had said he hoped Metarract would have won the Twitch title at Halloween Riot because he would then put the Fiend on a path to come take it from him. Well, the Fiend didn't win his match, and neither did Meta, and in spite of that, the Siren will meet the Cenobite right here, right now, and what could potentially be quite a ghoulish encounter. Polls up. Do vote now.
Let's see. There really isn't any other really weird ones in this game. Scott Steiner was full on WCW Scott Steiner, right?
He's Papa Pump?
Strange. Yeah, it just doesn't feel right because I remember that each character had many costumes, and some of them would turn him into a completely different era. So you had long-haired Scott Steiner teaming with his brother in that game, but you also had just the big bad booty daddy.
I mean, that's who you want. That's
it's
who
just
you need.
crazy. Like I said, this must have been like all the people that they could license in like WCW, and I like all the Von Erichs in it.
And here we go. I'm very interested to see how this plays out here, because we are finally getting Metarract without the Hag. DillyTodds successfully banished the Hag at Halloween Riot. She's no longer with Meta. She's no longer in WATCW at all. And now, Macho Recto emerges from the fog. And he does indeed look like a true Cenobite. He's back.
Wait. Is this the Fiend trade match we've all waited so long for?
What?
The Fiend trade match? No, that's
trading the Fiend.
I think the only person more committed to their competitor than Suge with Dom is Nick with the Fiend. Here comes Metarract, who has had a tumultuous path through the second season, to say the least. Split up from the Todseract. Had to forge his own path. Tried to become a mascot hero. Didn't work out. Possessed by a hag. Had to fight his own brother in DillyTodds in a casket match. And now finally, having been freed by his own brother in Tokyo, he can stand as a member of the Cenobites, a contributing wrestler in the fantasy faction war, and can hopefully get that fresh start as a singles competitor in the Twitch division in this match with the Fiend. Though I look in Metarract's eyes and I see familiar components of him, I see things left from that dark trip he took with the Hag, and I can definitely sense there's something in there that wasn't there before, and may it help him rather than hinder him as he goes up against a very dark opponent in the Fiend.
Here's the thing, is the Fiend started off so strong, and we are about to get back on track right here, right now.
Oh! You weren't lying. What a move. As soon as the bell rings, Fiend explodes out of the corner against Meta, who really does, I think, it's not his debut as a Cenobite, but I really think this is his opportunity to prove himself. Featured has accompanied him to the ring for the first time instead of the Hag. You can see Meta donning those team colors for the first time. Matt has left the party. Hopefully the PlayStation app is not imploding here tonight. That's usually what happens when somebody leaves.
I'm still here.
Beautiful. I'm glad you're still here. I need you in these times, even though I see you out there in that sweater with the Fiend, and it brings back negative thoughts, bad memories. But I'm ready to move on here, right? We hashed it out at Halloween Riot. I'm ready to move on. Clearly I won, so I'm happy with it. The Fiend.
Oh yeah, we're not going after you anymore. Don't worry.
I think I've communicated well enough what happens when you mess with Big Papa here.
I mean, nothing, but
I'm pretty sure I'm the one who won Halloween Riot.
Genuinely, who was talking to you? You weren't even here for a second.
It disconnected and I need to join back.
We'll get to you and yours before long. Don't you worry about that, because it is true. The Real Wrestlers had a tremendous night, or Roman Reigns at least did, at Halloween Riot, and really made a world of difference in the Fantasy Faction War standings. That Featured threw a chair in the ring, and the rep threw it back at him. That was crazy. He flinched.
Shit, ref.
He flinched. That was crazy. Back and forth, pretty competitive contest thus far. The Fiend and Metarract. I am noticing Meta move a little bit differently. I saw that change in his nature when the Hag had gotten a hold of him, and I wondered whether he would completely extinguish that coming out here tonight. But I do see him moving differently. He's going to have to move a lot more, though, when he's got the Fiend in there. I mean, Meta really had...
I'm noticing that the Fiend's face or skin mask is purple.
Oh yeah, it's always been purple. That's your team. That's your team color, sweetheart.
Yeah,
I thought.
Does it still have Nacho's face on the back, since that's the last person's life he took?
No, it doesn't have Nacho's face back there, and I would beg your pardon, because the Fiend apparently thought it was appropriate to put my face back there in Kyoto. And again, I think he's paid dearly for it. I'm willing to put it bygones be bygones, but
is it my face that's on there?
I think it. I don't know who that is back there now. Looks like it's open advertising space if anybody wants their face on the back of the Fiend's head.
That's where the Wrestle Hub's going now, actually. We're able to strike up a deal.
Yeah, we're canceling our sponsorship, but you can get the Fiend
Hold on, we'll be right back.
sponsored specifically by WrestleHub and print a logo on the back of his head. Nothing's stopping you from doing that. Meta's maybe getting the momentum back. He's revving up in the corner. Oh, wow, what a kick to the Fiend. He probably felt that in both faces. And I definitely don't remember Meta moving like that pre-Hag. We're in the post-Hag timeline now. Big drop kick to the Fiend. And I think it is true. Like, you've been so committed to the Fiend all season long. And even though he had a huge opening victory months ago against Nacho Libre, who is now, to be fair, the men's world champion. Let's not discount that win. But I feel like ever since then just hasn't really had the run that you expect the Fiend to have in this. And you apparently are still wholly committed. I've never even sensed any doubt or temptation to trade him.
He'd probably kill me. Listen, all seriousness, Bray Wyatt, probably my favorite wrestler from like a creative standpoint of like all time. So I'm never gonna let him go.
Never gonna let him go, and he does let go of Metarract. I thought we might have seen the match end right there by pinfall, submission, or knockout. Meta though with a huge suplex, dropping the Fiend on top of his head. And now, of course, hey, he heard the Fiend and trade in the same sentence, and Featured Films has entered the commentary booth. Matt has returned as well. Welcome aboard. It's getting crowded here.
I'm pretty sure we'll get a Pixie soon enough.
Hey, I invited everybody, so come on in. Party started. The water's warm. Meta's headed to the corner. Fiend posted up there. You're seeing the skull makeup worn away from Meta. Oh, and another drop kick in the corner. Nick looked horrified on the outside to see that take place. He couldn't believe his eyes. Hurricane Rana. Great standing Hurricane Rana. And a springboard moonsault. Meta is coming to life in there against the Fiend. Can you imagine a world where Meta earns his way back to challenge DillyTodds, not as a monster, but as a man? Toddsact Part 2. What's he thinking? Wow! A little bit of a modified stunner. Shades of his captain, Featured Films there on the ropes.
I will say, after Metarract's loss, he was devastated. Didn't know what to do. A bit of an identity crisis. Didn't know who he was without the Hag anymore.
Right.
But then I've seen it. I've seen a light in his eyes. I think he feels that if he can prove himself in the ring, that he may be able to reunite with Dilly. So he still has hope.
Interesting. I don't know if Dilly or Chris Anthony Lopez has anything to say about that. Wait a minute. Meta is up top. Shades of classic vintage Metarract with the diving elbow drop to the Fiend. Hooks the leg. And that could be it. Will the Fiend kick out? Somehow, yes. The Fiend got the shoulder up, and this match continues here tonight in Atlanta.
The shoulder drop's not a real finisher. I mean, come on.
It is when Meta does it a second time. He hits the diving elbow drop. Is he going to prove Nick wrong? Yes, he is. Meta defeats Fiend. Wow.
Look, I didn't even need to run a promo on this, okay? That's how defeatable the Fiend is right now under Nick's leadership.
So we're still blaming Nick's leadership. We're not putting on the Fiend so much. You're still insisting perhaps that he could do better with you.
100%.
Wow. So you would still take the Fiend. You still want him.
I mean, maybe. I just know he would do better on a winning team with a winning
let me
leader.
tell you something. The Fiend would do really well on my team. Boo-hoo. Oh, God.
Yeah, shut up.
That's crazy coming from way down there at the bottom.
Big win for Meta. And now Matt gets to start really sounding off because it's time for a real wrestler.
Nick, why do you keep doing that voice where you sound like the what's his Edgar or whatever? Isn't that his name from Men in Black?
The what?
Edgar, Men in Black. You know, Sugar Water. That guy.
I was a Navy SEAL, you know, and you're comparing me to D'Onofrio and the Men in Black. Have some respect, Featured. I went there. I was behind enemy lines. I was the governor of Minnesota. Charlotte Flair comes to the ring for LTI.
Whenever you're ready.
Let me get this poll going. Who will win, Charlotte Flair or Pixie Boot?
I was the governor of Minnesota. I didn't live in Minnesota.
I went there, let me tell you.
I lived in the Baja.
They had a secret facility. They had little worm guys drinking coffee. I saw them.
Oh, RFK's brainworm?
I heard that Will Sasso does a good impression. I never heard of Will Sasso. We don't have cable in the Baja.
They used to talk about the Baja a lot? Is that a thing?
Yes, that's where he lives.
Oh, he lives in the Baja?
I literally pulled that from, what's his name? Will Sasso's jokes. So, like...
Where at in the Baja did he live?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Baja Blast, I never heard of them, and I live there, McMahon.
Because I was in Cabo, you know, this past summer, and that's in the Baja. It would have been awesome if I would have ran into him in Cabo.
I saw you there.
I was boarding a plane to go and do Saturday night's main event.
They won't let me on the show anymore because I made fun of their booking. That's got to be it. I saw that clip again of him making fun of the way the cage match ended with McIntyre and Damian Priest. He really does go on for 5 minutes about how dumb the finish was, and it's amazing because you can tell like Michael Cole's getting all flustered and like embarrassed. Keeps trying to pivot away from it. He's like, "Oh, why? I just think he should have climbed over the top. Why'd he walk out the door? That's so stupid." Pat McAfee's like, "Yeah, I don't know. You can walk out. No, that's stupid. You can't do that. You should go over the top."
He lives in Los Cabos.
No fucking way. I was in that city.
Ventura
I
Town.
passed him on the street and didn't realize it.
You might have.
That would have been fucking hilarious.
Off the grid in the Baja.
No, he would have stuck out so bad if I saw him.
No, I was wearing a ghillie suit. Didn't want you to see me. I was hiding in the brush.
I will say, like, there are some huge ass homes in Los Cabos that are very affordable.
Oh, nice. The economic body, Jesse Ventura. We got a huge match here, folks. Charlotte Flair and Pixie Boot going one-on-one for the first time. Look, neither of these ladies had the Halloween riot that they wanted. Charlotte Flair came up short against free agent sensation Ava Shinigami, and Pixie Boot finally got that Women's World Championship match she had been fighting for all season. Oh, came up a little short.
Why is she fighting a loser then? Shit.
You both are losers. Hate to tell you.
Point is, she made it. She made it to the top. She should have at least fought someone who won.
That's okay.
That makes no sense.
And prove your point.
She lost and should fight somebody who won.
So sorry.
Well, here's the thing, Thomas. I'm going to complain about the league all the time and ruin everybody's good time.
Taylor, as you know, the majority of my wrestling knowledge and how the shit works comes from Schmodown. And
I don't give a fuck, Harloff. I was there for spectaculars, you see, Ellis, and I don't care.
Let me finish, motherfucker.
I was there for Dan Murrell. I met him.
Good. So did I. Anyways.
Sam Levine.
Met him too. Met him before Schmodown, actually.
Who else? I'm just going to name names here, McMahon.
Anyways, what I was getting at is if somebody who is higher ranked lost, they still might play someone who's way, way lower ranked than making their way up the rankings.
Yeah, well, Schmodown's not here and WATCW is, so I'm not going to take a note from them.
I'm just saying That is my.
I'm not gonna take notes from them, and I'm sure as fuck not taking notes from you. So you better back off, Thomas.
I'm fine. I was just explaining why I stopped that way.
I don't remember asking. I was trying to call this match here.
You literally just said, "Why would you play a winner?" So I answered the question. So you did
That's
ask.
a dumbass answer too. Now you're throwing a chair in the ring. Spear from Charlotte Flair. Big spear. Goes to hook the leg. Did she get it? Is that enough to bring another 2 to El Diablo de Patas, who are currently in 6, but having a pretty good night. May not be. Well, they did lose that tag match, so never mind. Charlotte Flair locking in the figure 4, and if she has it her way, she may make it, a figure 8 right there. Pixie Boot locked in. Lets her out of it. Not going to end there, surprisingly. Ref's distracted with the chair, and I think Charlotte's distracted with Matt Thomas and the $1 million shirt on the outside. He better be careful. He might get thrown out if he keeps playing those reindeer games. Off the top, double knee to Pixie Boot. And look, if Charlotte wins here, I don't want to hear any complaints from Matt Thomas, who apparently thinks his competitor's too good for this match, but is having a hell of a time turning it around here.
She'll turn it around. I'm not worried. She's a queen for a reason.
He's not worried. He did cut his promo for Roman tonight, so we're getting Pixie on boosted. Same is true for Charlotte, of course. Suge Knight, the ever-silent assassin. And Charlotte Flair does pull it off shortly after having said so.
Oh, wow.
With a big power bomb.
Pixie will be back. I'm not worried.
Proving unquestionably that this was a match worth booking. It made total sense because Charlotte Flair was capable of overcoming the real wrestlers. Pixie Boot, who will have to fight her way back up the rankings and past Charlotte Flair going in the other direction.
Shouldn't Pixie Boot have a world championship match next week?
Well, maybe if you vote for her on the poll.
No, like she lost, so she should probably fight for the world title.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. And if I don't book that match, I probably took a bribe from the person who I do book in that match. You're probably right. That ends up to be. Oh, I got to do the poll. Speaking of the poll, got to close this one out. 100% of the vote went to Pixie, which means no points for anybody as Charlotte Flair reigns on that parade.
That wasn't Charlotte Flair out there. That was Charlotte Flair.
It was unfair. It was Charlotte unfair. Well, I wonder if you got anything to say about this match here, because the real wrestlers continue, God help us all, and they will face a siren here tonight. Because you know what? Both of these competitors.
I'm okay losing this one.
You're okay losing this one?
Yeah, I want my brother Nick to make his way to the standings. I'm okay with losing this one.
I do appreciate that, but we're gonna. Oh, good lord! I haven't watched The Undertaker come out yet. Jesus. That's shocking. I didn't know there were so many markings on his jacket until you brighten it up.
Yeah, it's very textured. It's hard to see in black, but get a good look now.
Just an FYI.
He's very veiny.
Just an FYI. Everybody was so happy with how the stream was going, and then Taylor booked the 2 longest entrances in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, if you think Roman's entrance was long, he's now got a title. Just wait till you see this one.
Oh, good lord.
Can we skip these entrances?
I'll probably skip the Roman's second entrance later. We'll look at it at least one time, but I might skip it in the main event. You know, so nice, but we don't have to see it twice. I think Roman's is longer than this one.
So skip Roman's for this one and use it for the title, for the People's Championship.
Like, I want to see him come out with that Real Championship. I really want to take a hard look at that.
Wouldn't he during the People's Championship? That's what I'm saying.
He will. Look, if you want me to skip his entrance, I guess I can. I don't care. This is Undertaker's only match, so I'm going to let it play out here. He's almost to the ring.
Undertaker's fine. Skip Roman's this time.
He's almost there in his veiny coat. Both of these competitors...
hold on. Just let me transform real quick into the proper manager for this. Oh, yes!
Well, you say that. We saw the ghost of Paul Bearer at Halloween Riot accompanying Becky Lynch, of all people, and not this this very lavender sorcerer we've got here in the ring tonight. The Undertaker and Roman Reigns had great Halloween riots. Undertaker got a big win over Ricardo Radis, and of course, Roman's accomplishments are many. Perhaps we'll wait until we take a moment to see him come out with that title later tonight to really go over the significance of what Roman accomplished at the end of October. But now this is a huge match for both of these guys. Undertaker, he lost his debut in a triple threat. Triple threat's a little different to debut in, but won his first one-on-one match at Halloween Riot. Can he get another one here tonight? And doing so against Roman Reigns, who's already a former world champion this season and the current undisputed Halloween champion. And also, I got to tell you, both these boys are boosted. Excuse you.
Jesus.
All right, fine. I'll skip this scene. The stream just got 7 minutes shorter.
Hey.
Bell rings, and here wow, Undertaker went flying. Two promos.
Yeah, that worked really well for me last match.
Two promos here today.
For Roman Reigns.
Two promos today puts both of these guys at a full 100 overall. The Undertaker and Roman Reigns, they're going to be fighting at their full capacity, as powerful as they'll ever be in this league right now, but only one can emerge the winner. Matt even said it himself. He would take a loss here and stride against the Sirens, understanding the points it would put on the board for them. And it would be a huge win, not just for the points it would give the Sirens tonight, but it would also potentially get them closer to a world championship match, the first one they've competed in all season. If the Undertaker could get a win.
Undertaker, I was going to say, he's doing pretty well right now. It was a smart choice.
You said what?
You
said this puts him on a championship match?
He's like, wait a minute. I don't want to lose this match. I didn't say definitively it would give him a championship match. I just said a win here would certainly put him further on the path toward a championship match.
Okay.
And I think certainly you would understand a win over the undisputed Halloween champion would mean a lot here. And a former world champion. This also might be a double count out if these fellas don't wake up out here. That would be disastrous for everybody involved. But no, here they go, getting in at the 8 count.
The 10 count champs.
The 10 count champs. Of course, at Birthday Bash, now Matt's throwing in a kendo stick. Matt loves putting a weapon in the ring. It's an interesting strategy.
What's up with all these managers throwing weapons in there?
It's not a great strategy because you can't actually use them, and if you do, you'll lose the match. So I don't know.
It's really weird that it's the people from the other team in the War Games match that keep doing that.
Oh, is that right? I didn't notice the pattern.
I was.
It's
not
been
like
Matt
I'm controlling myself.
It's been Matt and Featured. I don't know what Shirk does.
That'll be something to see, by the way. Matt and Featured having to fight for the same side for one night only. That's going to be a hell of a thing. I can't wait to see who they put on their 4-person War Games team. And by the way, don't worry, I'll totally text the actual rules of this War Games thing in the chat because I don't expect anybody to keep up with what I was saying. We'll make sure it's very clear for everybody involved. But I can't wait to see War Games. It's going to be pure madness. We've never done War Games in WATCW before.
Is William Regal going to be there?
I think he's in the game. You want to put him on your team? I'd love to see.
Can we have I would like to make a request of a free agent and manager pairing of William Regal and Umaga.
You want me to bring them to the roster? They are both in this game. I know Umaga definitely is.
No, Umaga. That's what I said.
Oh, I don't know if Umanga is. Maybe I should download him from the... Oh my God! Roman kicks the Undertaker in his head and busts him open at ringside. So it's been pretty
jobs all around.
Pretty back and forth and competitive here tonight.
A nice fun match.
Undertaker just phased through the ring.
Well, he has special powers.
He is supernatural. I mean, he fits right into our already possessed group.
He's an immortal wizard, except when he is a biker. And now he is the worst one of all, a podcaster.
What a career trajectory.
Damn, his
He does
forehead
the
is
he also
fucked up.
does the Undertaker one-man show.
I'm sure that's something to see.
Somebody that I watch on YouTube is basically just like, what is it going to be? He's just going to go up there and start telling jokes or something like that.
If he just goes up there and shoots on Hogan, I think that'd be wow, Superman punch. Wait a minute, could that genuinely be it? No, Undertaker gets out at 1. This ain't gonna be a fast one. I mean, with these two guys out here, with their potential and how powerful they are tonight, they're gonna have to earn the shit out of this one big time. Apparently, Matt untied the turnbuckle pad. Refs putting it back on. Managers love doing that too. That's like their favorite trick. Take off the turnbuckle pad.
Has anybody else ever buried their father in cement? Am I right?
Sorry, I'm just trying to think of what the Undertaker's one-man show joke would be.
Undertaker and the lavender gloves pounding away here for the last time on WrestleHub. Pounding away for the last time on WrestleHub.
We're retiring WrestleHub?
Yes, you must have missed one of the big announcements at the start. Whoa, late spear!
Yeah, I was busy. Tuesdays are a busy day for me, so yeah.
Hold the phone!
That's why I said that.
Undertaker got out. This is our last stream powered by WrestleHub. And the next wrestling stream, we're pivoting and we're going in a new direction.
Yes, we are going in a new direction, which you can look at on WrestleHub. You already said that like 3 times now.
Yeah, what's the new sponsor? Do we know? We have...
Not so much about sponsor as much as it is branding. You'll see.
Oh, great. Are we going like super kid friendly for branding?
We want to produce a new WATCW that works for all ages.
We're going
great.
To PG.
I'm glad that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has decided to finally take over WATCW too.
No, that'll be an arc for next season. Actually, that unironically would become a thing because now that like Saudi royalty is buying EA, it's like only a matter of time before they end up with the WWE license. Like, and I said before, they'll make a game so bad
that you'll slightly better game.
I know. I think it'll be a game so bad that I'll be like nostalgic for these ones. That's what I'm anticipating.
They're gonna like charge you per cosmetic.
Yeah, because I don't know anything about.
I'm surprised they don't do that already.
Matt, you would know more about this than me. EA Sports Games, but it seems like nobody was celebrating the idea.
No, they're very non-stop cookie cutter. It's the same. It's worse than 2K and being the same thing every year.
Yeah. Well, Undertaker kicked out of another Superman punch, and I think Roman's going to go for the guillotine choke. This is the same move he won the Halloween Championship with at the end of October against Wesker, and it does work for him. The Undertaker taps to the guillotine.
It's okay.
Sorry, Nick. I
appreciate it.
A win that even Matt's not totally celebrating. Maybe hoping that the Celestial Sirens would have pulled away with 2 points here. But Roman Reigns, not one to be denied or questioned or doubted, as he is, in fact, on a crazy run coming out of Halloween Riot. And we haven't seen the last of him. We'll see him again tonight in our main event with that Halloween Championship around his waist. And he may leave tonight with 2 titles. What a match. What a win for Roman.
And I hope so.
Hey, look, Birthday Bash could be a big one for the Sirens. People out there, if you want to see the Sirens turn around, you can put them in every single match at Birthday Bash. Oh, and speaking of turning things around for the Sirens, we got an interesting one here tonight for you folks.
Dub coming right here.
This is
a dub coming right here.
Here's an interesting one. I'm gonna post that this one is starting, and then I'm going to run to the bathroom, and you guys...
I was going to say, I think this is my last match of the night, so I probably will dip out after this one.
Understood. Nick, why don't you tell them about what they're about to see here tonight?
Well, I am not going to entirely expose my strategy, but it's pretty evident right here that I decided to use one of my cards on a free agent match, where one of my opponents was facing against a free agent, or one of my people was facing against a free agent. My strategy in that is, if I win, it's more points for me, and if they win, it does not harm me when it comes to the rankings. So I decided to use one of my cards that Taylor Cleek graciously gave us to make this match an ambulance match. Therefore, if I lose, it's not the end of the world, and if I win, it's an advantage.
Yes, makes sense.
So
didn't Featured used to have this chick?
No.
I don't think
Hi,
so.
KVC.
That's not 801.
Hi, KVC, Saudi, Luke. Welcome to our wrestling streams, WATCW, Tuesday Turmoil. We do these once a month, at least once a month, along with another main event stream. I'm Matt. Right now in the chat also is Nick and FeaturedFilms. Our main host is away right now doing a bathroom break. So yeah, and he's coming back right now. So Taylor, say hello to the first time chat.
Hello, KVC, Saudi Loot. Good day, good day. Hello, welcome on in, and thank you for the follow. Welcome to WATCW, your premier virtual wrestling league, which sees our friends and familiar faces from across the content creation space competing against our favorite characters from movies, TV, wrestling, comics, video games, and more. Welcome aboard. It's so great to have you. And you are about to see a massive ambulance match between Rhea Ripley, Elite Rhea Ripley, and WATCW original Ava Shinigami. Nick, did you tell them how we got here?
I did. I explained my strategy. And it's something, hey, if anybody else wants to implement that in their matches, I mean, we got to use these cards at some point, right? I just figure that, and I guess that, did she use Blink? Anyways, I just figured that, one of the big things when it comes down to it is I understand that eventually, these wrestlers could get picked up by other teams if they have extra points laying there. But yeah, I just think that this is kind of like an interesting way of playing it. I clearly have a lot of ground to make up. But I'm still proud of my team, and I want to put them in the right position at the right time, which is also something you could do when you're watching Wrestle Hub, is watching people in the right position at the right time. Anyways.
Get them all out now while you still can.
Look what KVC said in the chat. The elite figures.
And you know what? The elite figure should give you nightmares, because that's what we do here.
Everyone has been very upset by the presence of Elite Rhea Ripley since she was drafted at the start of the season. I also want to say I read that as it was written, which was the elote figures, and I would love to see sort of a delicious Mexican street corn snack wrestler, because your brother loves some elote over here. All right, I would love to see elote Rhea Ripley. I'd draft that character big time. Here we go, ambulance match, and I will remind you, by the way, this ain't the first ambulance match for the Celestial Sirens, which I don't say to boast, of course, that my competitor, Cody House, who we'll see very soon here tonight, was successful in that match. I don't think it's a coincidence that we're seeing the Sirens run it back here tonight. I don't think that was a loss they took in stride. I think it was personal. And now, I can't help but feel like this move is calculated. Ava Shinigami is a WATCW original. She's a character I molded from clay itself. One of my creations. And you've targeted her with Elite Rhea Ripley and put her in this ambulance match. I'm trying to let bygones be bygones here, but by God, you better be careful out there. You better be kind to Ava Shinigami.
With you, my friend, I have no clue who that is, and I didn't going into this match.
You don't know your WATCW lore. That's the Real Rumble winner, Ava Shinigami out there.
When Ava Shinigami wins this match, is she getting 2 points or just 1?
I'll get back to you on that. I don't know if I've decided how I would treat that for free agents. I probably more than 1, but I don't know how many. Maybe 2? I don't know. I'm not going to commit to that answer right now.
Because, the base would be 1, but then I figure with the modifier it would be 2. since it's not a championship match. So yeah, that was
interesting
my thought,
questions. Very particular questions being asked by Featured Films here, who I dare say may very well know. Oh my God, what a move over the top there. Featured may be very familiar with Eva Shinigami, who is a former WATCW Women's World Champion from Season 1, a Real Rumble winner, and has been going on a tear since she showed back up in Kyoto, won at Real Halloween Riot against Charlotte Flair, and now looks to get perhaps a third consecutive win and an ambulance match, no less, if she can overcome Elite Rhea Ripley. I did mold Eva Shinigami from the ground up, not even in this game, in 2K22! Oh my God! Flying elbow into the mat. That's gotta smart. That can't feel
It's fine.
good.
Shitty origami is great, and
That's rude.
I think that, like, you know, it's cool that, you know, you created your own Frankenstein's monster, but my monster right here is.
Are you kidding me? Look who's in the ring right now. You would tell me about monsters?
I said my monster. I'm not. Hey, listen, I'm no hater.
You've got some sort of plastic avatar. I don't know if it's motivated by dark arcane energy or if there's like some sort of disgusting Five Nights at Freddy's cadaver in there. I don't know what. I'll say things don't smell right around Elite Rhea Ripley. There's sort of a weird kind of decay smell you get whenever she comes near, and well, she definitely haunts my dreams.
That's just the stink of loss. That's all that is.
Oof. Well, I'll tell you, Elite Rhea Ripley's been turning it around herself. She got a big win at Real Halloween Riot. Who'd she beat? I don't even remember, man. Who'd she beat? I'm usually really good on.
You want to know how confident I am in my people? I have no clue. And there we go.
She beat somebody at that show. So help me. This is the part in the wrestling stream where
probably some other shitty arts and crafts character. It's fine.
My brain starts turning off around this point in the wrestling stream, but I know Elite Rhea beat somebody back there. And Ava's going up top. She is so deadly in the sky as the fans mysteriously hold up their Logan Paul signs, I guess, in support of Elite Rhea Ripley. Nobody knows why. That's what the fuck? That was crazy. Rhea just stood there, content to not come up top to the ambulance. And Ava, oh man, Ava's falling apart out here. She just keeps hitting the mat, not getting any or all of it. No one was home on that. Oh, great reversal from Ava, though, into the Hurricane Rana. And this definitely was where the show might slow it down a little bit. It was moving at a frisk pace there.
It was the Undertaker's entrance. It just changed everything.
Everything's different now.
Thank goodness Matt was here to veto the Roman Reigns entrance. Like, if we didn't get that, then we probably would still be watching that match.
You're not wrong there.
In an alternate universe, Roman Reigns' entrance is still happening.
He's got so much pyro, dude. Our entire budget. That's why we Wrestle Hub. We really just needed them to pay for the pyro, and once that's done, we can terminate our contract with them. Back and forth.
What is going on?
Yo, what are we stirring up back there, man, Thomas?
Oh, I'm printing up shipping label.
Chicken noodle?
Shipping label.
Oh, shipping. He's printing off shipping labels, folks. Wow, what a move! Two crazy moves. A spinning cutter and then some sort of stunner there from Ava Shinigami to Rhea Ripley. And you got to dish out so much punishment to get somebody in that back of that ambulance without the ability to escape. And Ava's going to give it another try. Well, you're talking Rhea did escape. Ava's going to try it again. She's pushing that first door shut. Rhea's fighting it off. She gets the first one closed, but the second one is the one that will win the match. Can Rhea escape, or is Ava Shinigami going to win again? No, Rhea busts out, but it was damn close.
Rhea what?
She busted. And it made her feel good.
Bustin' makes me feel good. What a great line.
Bustin' makes me feel good.
It's one of those ones where I do wonder, like, what did they know what they were doing with that one?
Oh, they knew exactly.
Yeah, that guy definitely did.
That guy busts.
I tuned into
He busts a lot.
the stream at a random moment, and all I hear is Taylor talk about cream pies being pinned, and I was like, well, I got to go back to what I was doing. So,
Sugar Pie 323.
Like Shug said, there's a reason he has 4 kids that he knows of.
Very true.
That comment.
what is he just like walking down the street, just shooting loads, and he doesn't like know where they're going? Like, what's happening?
Whoa. We call it busting around here.
Younger Shug definitely just shot loads out of carrying.
Wait a minute. Rhea's, for the love of God, closing the door. This conversation and the ambulance. She's going to give it a shot. I don't think she's there yet. Ava has had a lot more. Yes, Ava fights off the first door. Ava's not anywhere near losing this match. Rhea's going to really have to turn it around to get advantage of that ambulance match captain's card that Nick played.
I'm so excited.
I can already hear
Makes him feel good.
the dejected sighs, especially considering Ava just hit a standing shooting star. This woman's incredible. Oh, and she's got the Gourd Buster GTS. That's another huge finishing move. A huge busting move there. She's going to try to put Rhea in the back definitively. Rhea's going to fight it off, but wait a minute! Rhea emerges and hits Riptide on the outside!
You bet your ass she does.
That's going to make a big difference, but I don't know if it'll make enough to win this ambulance match. Rhea's going to investigate and try to find that out right now. She is, in fact, going to throw Ava in the back there. Can she end Ava's winning streak, or will Shinigami escape the ambulance and continue fighting tonight? Busted on the Elite here. Rhea's got to the second door. Can she get it closed? Can she shut it and get a huge win for the Sirens tonight in this ambulance match? Ava gets out. She's busting out. We aren't there yet, folks. Not for either of these competitors. But I suspect the next time one of them gets thrown back there, those doors will in fact close for the night. And they'll be driven off to a local medical facility here in hot Atlanta. Nick, are you nervous watching this? I can hear you bracing for defeat and disappointment here.
I'm confident in my team. Let's just say.
I love your confidence. Ava did just hit another Gourd Buster GTS though, and is taking it. Rhea to the back of the ambulance. She throws her in. And if Rhea gets out this time, I'll frankly be shocked by it. But it's not over yet. First door's closed. Here comes the second. Will that card pay off for the Sirens, or will Ava win again tonight? Ava gets the second door shut. And the tragedy of the Celestial Sirens continues tonight. But the story of Ava Shinigami also far from over as she climbs to the top in victory. In spite of being underestimated as a free agent, I need people to remember who this is. Potentially one of the greatest women competitors we've ever had in this league. And she just got her third consecutive win. This is the part where I remind you that Ava Shinigami's name is on the ballot for Birthday Bash, where you can vote for who will challenge every champion at that show later this month. I'm not saying you got to vote for her, but you certainly can if you feel inspired by what you saw here tonight. That's a massive free agent win. And unfortunately, for the faithful in the chat, all of them voted for Rhea Ripley, so no points rewarded on that one.
And fellas, just remember, at the end of the day, the Celestial Sirens will always be in one spot, and that is your nightmares. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you, Nick. Good night. Thank you for playing. We appreciate you. Good night to the captain of the Celestial Sirens. Tough break for him, man. He never loses his investment or his commitment to the game, and I commend him for that. His perseverance. I in spite of my history with the Sirens, I'm deep down looking to see that comeback victory, and it may still happen, but not tonight. Unless people want to get them in those title matches at Birthday Bash, that's up to you. I'm not interfering with that. That's up to y'all. There is one man who I hope to see at Birthday Bash, and he's coming out right now.
Little bit.
My man, my champion, my guy, Cody House, the very same who defeated the Sirens, the Fiend, at Halloween Riot. Truly proved to be the greatest draft of the season when I picked this man to represent me in my power and that ring. And it is true, you can vote for Cody House to challenge for the World Championship at Birthday Bash. After that tremendous win at Halloween Riot, I think he's more than earned it, but you can make it so at Birthday Bash. Enough of just simply being my champion. We can make Cody House the champion of this league.
No one wants that.
All you got to do is vote for that man, Cody House, in the Birthday Bash form I just posted again in the chat. Cody, my champion. Well said, KVC. A huge win to defeat the Fiend at Halloween Riot. The pyro goes off. No expenses spared. We just spent the last of the Wrestle Hub money. And I'm so proud of him. I couldn't be prouder. And now he's going to take on the original, when you think about it, the original Taylor Cleek guy. Because he's going one-on-one with El Furioso, Ricardo Radis. I mean, this is a huge match for me personally.
Ooh, I got my Sunset Sarsaparilla.
Wait, I thought Ricardo Radis was not the same.
Right.
I don't even know what that means. Here he comes. That looks like the man I used to call my client. I used to be an advocate for this man. I killed him with my bare hands at Really Mania 2. Now he looks better than ever in the green and black, having been resurrected by Shuggy Pie. El Furioso Ricardo Radis, the original Taylor Cleek guy. A lot of history here with him, but I've moved on. And I'm ready to prove that Cody House is the greatest to have ever been in my employ tonight. He's defended me, and now, excuse you.
Let's go, Shuggy Pie.
And now it is time for us to kill the past as well. I know he can do it, and he can prove here tonight.
Kill it if you have to.
That's what I'm saying. I thought I did, but here he is. The man once known as the Rager, now called El Furioso, the World Title Division competitor for El Diablo de Patas. He did, in fact, lose to The Undertaker at Halloween Riot. A little bit of a dead man contest. El Furioso did come up short there. But if I know the Rager, he's not one to give up. You got to put him down 6 feet deep if you don't want to see him again, and evidently that's not even enough these days. But I know my man Cody House is up to the task. The man of the house. Well, look at that little Radis plie there. Classic. Here we go. Ring the bell. This is a big one for me. My past and present colliding in one-on-one competition here.
You got too much back here to be the real Rick.
Rick was a hairy man. I don't know how closely you looked under that robe. I got too close for comfort.
Damn.
I'm going to hit this pole right here.
Elizabeth Hurley in her 50s. Still a goddamn.
Oh, you busting over there?
Nope, but I'm enjoying the view.
He's busting. Ricardo Radis, indeed, a dead man reborn. Once my greatest ally, turned my greatest enemy, and, well, I was more surprised than anybody to see this incarnation of the Rager return to WATCW back in Kyoto, and hasn't enjoyed a big win himself yet. He was in that triple threat against The Undertaker and Randy Orton. Couldn't make it happen there. Then he got a shot against The Undertaker in singles at Halloween Riot. It didn't happen there. It's Jesus, man.
Sorry, the Sunset Sarsaparilla's got them.
Control yourself. Take an Alka-Seltzer or something. Sarsaparilla?
Yeah, so I got the Jones Soda Sunset Sarsaparilla, the Fallout one of the Fallout pops that they've released.
I'm not familiar, but I imagine it's pretty green.
No. This
Oh,
is
no?
normal sarsaparilla.
I just heard like Fallout soda. I think they'd be like a color of Ricardo's tights here.
No, the only one that's colored is the Nuka Quantum, which is normal.
Oh, I see. Ricardo in control here, gets Cody to the outside. I'm also now realizing that neither Suge nor Liv Morgan here at ringside, so no managers for whatever reason. Good game, doing a great job tonight. Shout out to 2K25. At the very least, big missile drop kick, seemingly hit that, and Cody just didn't sell a second of it. I guess he, just bounced right off of him as we're on the outside. What a DDT! I guess at the very least, with no managers at ringside, we can take comfort in knowing the turnbuckle pads will not get removed and nobody will throw a meaningless chair into the ring for no reason. I guess, yeah, it makes it more of a fair contest. Though, of course, I know, my champion, the great Cody House, would never cheat. He's going to earn this, honestly, no matter what. Off the top he goes for a huge... Oh, that looked really fucking weird, too. That looked like a car wreck at ringside there. That was... I think Cody hit it, but that was ugly, man. We're going to have to make sure we do a little concussion check in the back when they get to... Oh, now Rick's going to try one off the top. Ricardo with the drop kick to the outside. These guys are going high risk. I don't know if the reward's high. I don't know if there's any reward at all. But they're also fighting dastardly out there.
Oh, it says that Featured's connecting. That explains why it's been so quiet.
Cody House is having a really tough time out there tonight. I don't know what's going on. I think he's just, when he sees Ricardo, he just feels like he's looking at a ghost. He's just scared a little. He just doesn't know what
I hear
to
you,
do.
Matt. I hear you. Feature, do you hear him?
Oh, I hear him now.
Yeah, I hear him now, yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think we all hear each other. Look, Cody's... you said that, and in the time that it took you to say it, I've seen Cody get back in control of this one at the 6 count, but these guys better be careful. I don't want to see another count out here tonight. Oh, Cody breaker to Ricardo on the outside! That's what I'm saying. Huge Cody breaker, although that was like Ricardo does a kip up that like defied physics, and they're both back in the ring. This is where it gets interesting and dangerous. Big power bomb from El Furioso as I hear my own echo. Kicks out at 1. And Ricardo can't believe it. He's beside himself. He thought he had it there. And I'm sure the former Rager, now Furioso, would love to defeat my guy out there. I'm sure that would mean a lot to him, but I don't think it's going to happen. Holy fuck!
God damn!
Ricardo with the moon stomp. I never saw him hit that in season 1, and he defeats my champion. Woo! Wait a minute, what the hell? Wait, who the fuck is that? Wait a minute. I can't even... Ricardo was about to celebrate. Who the hell's this masked man? He's just... This mystery figure, concealed from head to toe. He just put hands on Cody. The whole ring's been laid out. Cody and Furioso are down. Who the hell is that? Can we get security out here? What is going on?
Just gotta say, he has a similar body type to El Regular.
He looked like twice his height. I mean, we're going to have to obviously launch an investigation. El Regular is already a masked man. He doesn't have to... What, is he going to wear a mask on top of his mask? Who the hell was that?
I'm telling you. He and
honestly,
the
a mask
Rager
on top
are
of a
the
mask
same
feels very
person.
WATCW.
Yes. It's a Scooby-Doo situation where it's a mask on top of a mask hiding the true reveal that he is the Rager.
Well, look, I can't... The Rager was in the ring! What are you talking about?
That was not the real Rick Radis.
You are so conspiracy brain. You really should talk to Jesse Ventura. Here's a match coming up here that was definitely supposed to happen earlier in the show, but I messed it up when I was booking it.
I noticed, because when I was going through the list, I'm like, shouldn't this one have happened already? Okay, whatever. I didn't just...
Yeah, I was almost done booking the show, realized this one wasn't on it. I was like, I am not starting over. This is just going to have to be a late card show. I don't give a fuck. Masked attacker backstage investigation. Where's Nick Aldis? Look, man, now's proof more than ever that it's time for us to change things here at WATCW. I'm not. We got mass attackers coming in the ring. I didn't even have time to like reflect on that. The fact that Cody lost to El Furioso, which I'm not happy about, and I might have a stern talk with him backstage. But now I'm more concerned than anything because somebody just came in there and fought both of them. Like, we get security on the horn here. What is going on? I've never seen anybody like that in my life.
Your security sucks ass.
You're asking me about investigation or identities and who's who. I'm the last one who knows because I don't know who the fuck that was. I don't have anybody in my employ like that. And he came out and attacked my guy.
Likely story.
He attacked my guy. This is the only conspiracy I can almost meet you on, is that there is some sort of invading hostile force in my league right now.
Radish.
It's time. Rick Radish was in the ring. He's the one who got attacked.
That was not Rick Radish.
Do you need glasses? Are you insane?
That was not Rick Radish. That
Pull it together.
Like Rick Radish completely. It looks like someone who got a bullshit facial reconstruction to look like Rick Radish.
You're out of your mind.
He has darker hair than Radish ever did.
You think I wouldn't know what the Rager looked like? You think yes. I wouldn't be familiar with that?
Yes.
I was the one who trained that man. I was on plane flights to L.A. I let him live in my house for months. I helped him put his robe on. I'm intimately familiar with what he looks like. And I just saw him get laid out by a masked attacker.
Fake Rager.
Fake Rager. Sounds like some Paul McCartney conspiracy theory bullshit, man. Maniac Kid's out here. Worst human being of all time. Player, political person, master. I'm not a master manipulator. I'm just a commissioner of the league, and I don't like it when people play around in my world. I've just had enough of it. I just got done with the sirens. I can't do this. I can't have somebody else coming for me. Absolutely not. We got to tighten up security around here.
Do not come.
I'm gonna come. I'm gonna bust. Jeez. Well, here's a match that. This is the match we put on while everybody's panicking backstage, trying to figure out what just happened. Cody, Maniac Kid, get out there, entertain the people. Cody Rhodes. Did I get my poll up for this one? No, I didn't get the poll up. Although nobody voted in the last one. Cody Rhodes and the Maniac Kid. Oh my God, that was didn't quite get any of that, did he? The Maniac Kid has been on a pretty decent run in this league since he debuted at WatCon. The great Eli Jibstone. The man just put his hands on him. How's that okay, Rev?
That's the second. Featured tried to put his hands on one of Nick's guys earlier today.
Let's pull it together out here. Jesus, man. Can't trust anybody. Referee. What's Cody doing? Oh, my God. Oh, my God! Double X handle. Maniac Kid. You want the knockoff superhero to win? I guess that'd be the Maniac Kid. Debuted back at WatCon, and has been on a pretty decent run. As a matter of fact, I think undefeated in all divisions. In singles, had a nice tag win with Hank Hill. Matt's going to go tie off that turnbuckle pad at ringside. This is unquestionably the biggest match of the Maniac Kid's career against Cody Rhodes here, who I'll say Cody, I think, considering how talented and how capable he is, has had a surprising, kind of quiet presence here in WATCW in Season 2. I don't know if the Twitch division is something we're going to start really considering here, Matt. I mean, are we ready to see him maybe get in that picture?
This is only his second match, if I remember, in the Twitch division. He had that first one against, who was it, Brown Breaker?
He, I believe, lost to El Grande Americano via countout.
There it is. So that was his first match. I'm not necessarily worried because it was his first match. This is only his second.
It's only his second. He went for a big Cody cutter there. Didn't get it. That one had hurt. Oh!
We're fine. The American Nightmare's just gotta get his groove going now that he no longer has to rely on a teammate.
Well, Cody could definitely be a dangerous contender to the Twitch title, but he's definitely got to get momentum here. I would suggest, as much as it would be a huge deal for the Maniac Kid to defeat Cody here, it would be just as big of a win for Cody to win here, considering he needs to get that momentum under him. And the Kid's undefeated thus far. What a superplex off the top, stalling there, letting the blood rush to Gemstone's head. This should theoretically be easy work for Cody. Oh, no, Cody did win a match against Meowscles as the Twitch competitor, if you don't...
Oh, yeah. So he's 1-1. He's 1-1. We're fine, then.
Bit of a free agent slayer if he can win today. There goes the bionic elbow.
Bam!
Maniac Kid quick to his feet, though. I would, as successful... As successful as the Maniac Kid's been this season, I would still count it a massive upset if he were to win today against the American Nightmare. He's going to whip him to the corner. KVC, no fan of Cody in the chat, it seems. He's hitting some chops on the chest there of the Kid, and he's going to try to end it there. I don't think he's got it quite yet, but he's going to give it a look. 2, no. Maniac Kid's out at 2, but he did get that far. I think we're one big move away from the American Nightmare sending this one home, and there is Crossroads, middle of the ring. Is that enough? Can the Kid kick out? Wait, he does! The Maniac Kid kicked out! I don't know how he Mets in disbelief at ringside. He's surprised on commentary, as am I. Huge pop in Atlanta tonight, but Cody wastes no time in pivoting to that moonsault.
Shit out of him.
It's definitely been pretty one-sided. Seen through the facade of the Code Lander. He sports the black and gold quite well in this league, I will say. Kid's going for the cover. I don't think he's anywhere near it. No, he's not. He didn't even get a 2 off of that one. And now...
he calls him Code Lander, but compared to everyone else in WWE, Cody's been highly quiet regarding his political stances and opinions.
Oh, well... It's been disputed before. I can tell you that much. Another superplex for the Maniac Kid.
I'm just saying, like, in regards to currently.
Yeah. No, well, yeah. Oh, wait, Matt's getting thrown out. Wait, the ref's throwing Matt out. Manager's ejected. I think you've been making too much commotion at ringside. And now, wait a minute, the Kid... Pure mania on Cody. Wait a minute. Is he going to pull it off as Matt goes to backstage? No. Cody gets the shoulder up. Oh, my God. What is happening tonight? Is the Maniac Kid going to pull it off? He's got the chicken wing locked in. Is Cody going to tap to the chicken wing? No, he's out. I was wondering when it, we have so many matches with managers. I was wondering when one would get kicked out, and it finally happened. If you do too much too quickly, the ref kicks you out. There's like a little meter.
First champion, first manager kick.
Cody may have done enough now to end this, and I think he has, and indeed he did. Finally, the Kid just worn down and worn out, but what a fight he put up here tonight. I think the Kid really is still proven to be a huge surprise competitor in this league. But Cody Rhodes is the winner here tonight. Another win for him in the Twitch division. 2 points coming home to the Real Wrestlers. And the Maniac Kid should take it in stride. I'm sure we haven't seen the last of him. He is also on that Google form for Birthday Bash. Maniac Kid could be your Twitch Championship challenger, but it could just as well be Cody Rhodes on the same ballot, having won just now. And let's waste no time getting to our main event, shall we?
Wow, Taylor, we're getting to a main event by 11:30.
You're music to my ears.
Normally they're starting at midnight. This is
the match isn't going to start until midnight because of Roman's entrance. So.
I mean, that's highly possible.
And wait a minute, this match may not run at all how we expected, because it appears that by way of a captain's faction card, this is now a triple threat steel cage match.
Oh my God.
Does anybody want to speak on that? No?
Sorry, cleaning my ears.
Cleaning your ears?
Yep.
Good grief. Sorry, can't talk. Cleaning my ears.
Apparently, his ears are through his mouth. He has to go in there real deep.
No, it feels good. I don't want.
Well, he can speak on that captain's card in a bit because I got to set the scene here for our main event match tonight at Turmoil. Another triple threat between DillyTodds, Stone Cold, and Roman Reigns. This is perhaps the final installment in a trilogy these three have waged over the People's Championship, the most coveted title in virtual wrestling today. DillyTodds out first. The current Twitch champion.
Shug says, Taylor, check your phone.
Okay.
What'd he say?
Let's see. All right, no comment.
So it just dawned on me, there are 3 belts in this ring.
Correct. Everybody here is a champion. And if Dilly or Roman win, they'll leave with 2 belts. DillyTodds on the way to the ring now. The current Twitch champion.
Taylor,
yes.
I have a question.
Okay.
Considering I'm the one who played this card, and it was a stipulation thing.
Thank you for
Could
confirming.
Could I have made this a match for all 3 titles?
No.
Okay. No, that's what I was curious, because it was it was a stipulation card, and I'm like, isn't that an in-game mechanic where everyone can put all their titles up on the line? So that's what.
So the card would not have given you that ability, but also the game. You can't do triple championship matches. It's only double.
Okay.
But no,
it was a stipulation. The star card was a stipulation match card. So I was like, you told me whatever works in the game mechanic. So that's why I was like,
his card let him set a stipulation himself. It wasn't a steel cage card per se. It was a custom stipulation card. So
yes. So that's why I had to ask. It's like, wait a minute, could this have ended up being a crazy triple belt match?
No. But
that would have been awesome, though.
It will be triple champions here tonight as Roman Reigns emerges with the belt he won at the end of October at Halloween Riot. This man outlasted 29 competitors in the first ever Halloween Rumble to get his main event shot at the undisputed Halloween Championship, bringing a total 15 points home in one night to the Real Wrestlers, moving them up to 3rd place in the faction leaderboard. And now
I'm pretty sure after tonight we might be in first. Or not first. We have a chance of being in. We have a chance of being in 3rd or 2nd.
I don't know. I'll do that math later. I'll do that math later. But it's certainly making a big difference, and a win here would make a big difference. Roman holds that title. He's the only one who's going to hold that title all season, by the way. You can only win that title at Halloween Riot, and he'll be the only one to hold it all season. Mercedes Bonet, belt collector run. Ultimo raids. He is the OTC. He is a former WATCW Men's World Champion, a former WATCW People's Champion, and he is now, and perhaps forever, the WATCW Halloween Champion. 3 champs locked in a steel cage tonight, and what may be the last episode in their triple threat trilogy, or maybe not, brother, but maybe it is. But it's going to be a huge blockbuster finale in that cage. And I'm so glad a card got played to raise the stakes once again and make this all the more interesting. We've seen this match a few times, but we've never seen it the same way. And now that door's going to lock, and only one will emerge as champion, either by escaping the cage or winning pinfall or submission. Both are valid in a cage match. Just don't go out the door. He's got to go over the top. It doesn't make sense when he goes out the door. He should go over the top. It's going to be a hell of a match here. And keep in mind, by the way, Roman Reigns and Stone Cold could be on the same team at War Games later this month. That would be true bizarro world to see.
Don't we still have Stone Cold's entrance to do?
Oh, yeah. He comes down quick, though.
I want you to know it's been 6 minutes since this match has started. Nothing.
Stone Cold don't waste time.
We had Dilly's entrance, so.
I know, but I'm just saying, Dilly's entrance and now this, like, yours is still going, like.
Yep.
And Roman's not in the ring yet.
I know. This is incredible.
He's aura farming.
No, Cody, you lost because you're a traitorous little punk.
He's aura farming. He's got the ones up, and he's now showing off the real Halloween Championship, starting this poll here of who will win. Cody House, you didn't win. I'm so sorry, my champion. We'll get him next time. You did lose to Ricardo Radis.
Thanks for the people's champ, Dilly.
And then you both were unceremoniously attacked by a mysterious masked man. Investigation pending. I'll get to the bottom of this. Don't you worry. Double Dilly, says Chris, the Heartbreakers captain. We got Michael Bolden TV in the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in, Michael. First-time chatter. Welcome to WATCW, the premier virtual wrestling league. Look, there's the rest of our pyro budget as he holds the real Halloween title proudly above his head. I told you this was even longer than Undertaker's. Yeah, I know, Cody. Fucking Cope Thomas over here, man. Tinfoil Thomas. He's always complaining and belly aching about something just because I got my hands on you before he could. This is for the People's Championship, Dilly. This was the match you redeemed your channel points for last month. And now Austin, Reigns, and Dilly will compete for that title, held by the Texas Rattlesnake. The two-time People's Champion. And if he wins tonight, by the way, he'll be the first competitor in history to successfully defend the People's Championship.
Yeah.
It's never happened before. Oh, he's giving you what for? That old Texas Rattlesnake. Who won this, I'll say, pretty easily at Real Halloween Riot. Things got a little weird out there in that ladder match. Dilly and Roman.
Ladder match I've seen in my life.
Dilly and Roman were having a little chat in the corner, and Austin just went on up and got that belt, no problem. It's going to be a bit of a different match here tonight, though. No escape. They're not going to be able to get away from each other unless, of course, Dilly and Roman stand in the corner and watch Austin climb out of the cage. I guess that can happen in theory. It'd be very similar, actually, to last time. But let's hope that doesn't. We'll hope for a better show tonight.
Honestly, if it was 0 stars and that's what happened, it would be the best victory in all of WATCW.
1 star bad.
Yeah.
Just make sure he goes over the top. Oh, Roman went for a big punch out the gate there. Didn't hit it. It's going to get awkward and claustrophobic in here for sure. But and now Austin's going to try to steal it real quick. Dilly breaks it up. I do think Dilly, he reminded me of this, to this day, has the quickest victory in WATCW history. I believe he won a match in Season 1 in 16 seconds was what he counted when he was texting me
I thought Featured had that after the CM Punk match this year.
No, the CM Punk match was like at least a minute.
That was, yeah, it was quicker.
Quick,
it was quicker than you thought it'd be, but it wasn't like insane like that. I don't remember who he beat, but I think Dilly like just rolled someone up in Season 1 and then got 3 count.
Dilly just got
Gear gives you LA night. Oh, for what? For who? For Austin? Those are the Cenobite colors.
For Austin, he said.
Can people join WATCW? Well, we are always looking. Oh my God! Look, double team between Roman and Dilly to Austin, who gets right back up unaffected. That was a crazy double team move there, though. Definitely a temporary alliance in this match. Hey, maybe that conspiracy is proven true. I don't know. We're always looking for new talent in WATCW. Now we're not like, I wouldn't say we're like desperate to just, it's not, I'm not so super quick to just like add people, right? But Well, we love
Is he
having
a regular normally?
Yeah, we love having our community represented. You know, people are returning, supportive members of that community. It's definitely something we can look at potentially. Whoa, hangs Austin up on the rope. We got a robust roster here. Wait, Dilly's going to try to steal it with that same roll-up I just mentioned, but no, Roman's out of it. Roman's out. Was a big double team there. I also should mention again, all three of these... Austin does not have a promo boost, but he does have the boost from the People's Championship. Roman and Dilly do have promo boosts tonight, so all three of these guys are full-on statted out. Again, as powerful as they perhaps ever will be. It's going to take everything and more to emerge.
Dilly's not. Dilly's one shy.
Matt's over here like looking at the document. Well, by my calculations,
I always had the document.
I said perhaps.
I
I said perhaps as strong as they'll ever be. Semantics, man. Dilly in control, regardless. He's going to try to escape. Chris asked, are they counting pinfalls? They are. You can still win by pinfall or submission or escaping the cage. Roman with a Superman punch. I think if I made it escape only this... Oh, Spirit of Dilly! I think this match probably would be 35 minutes long.
I thought you were going to make an escape home.
No, it's...
That's why I picked this.
Oh, no. Wait a minute! Oh. No, by default, it's pin, submission, and escape. If I made it escape only, this would probably be a disaster. Or it wouldn't. Or it would be a 10-second match, because the AI would bug out and watch one guy climb out with no problem. It takes them forever to climb out of this. I saw a spear, I saw a Superman punch, but this match is not over yet. It's going to take everything and more to emerge from this one as the winner. And Dilly is going to try to escape. Roman's down and Austin's on the ropes. See, look, he's got to fill that meter up. He's got to fill that meter up, and then when he gets to the top, he's got to fill another meter up, and Austin pulls him down. Going to try to pin off that, but Roman is up just in time to stop it from happening. This match will continue. The rivalry of Roman and Austin has pretty much been in place from the beginning here, while Dilly has competed in every single People's Championship match since the belt's debut. Oh my God, he got hung up on the ropes in a real nasty way there. That looked ugly. Dilly's
looked uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, Dilly's never won this title. He's going to do a little aura farming right now. But it would be a huge story coming to an end for him if he were to get it here. Wait, I thought he was going to go for the roll-up again. Roman with those rolling suplexes to Austin. What's so tough about this, too, I always talk about this in triple threats, right? It's like, you want to be an opportunist. You don't want to get all the attention early on. You want to kind of let the other two beat each other up and try to capitalize when a moment presents itself. You don't really have that option in the cage.
Roman could have been climbing out that entire time.
You can't get out of the ring. You know what I mean? You can't escape. You're stuck in there. So you got to be real clever about when you try to make a pin, when you try to escape, because it will not take long for the other guy to get up. And oh my God, Roman was going to hulk up for something, and he's getting a pile driver.
Jesus.
Dilly comes in off camera. Huge pile driver and flattens Austin with a clothesline. And now Dilly's going for the sharpshooter. But I know Roman's up. He ain't... Oh, drop kick.
Didn't land it, but did.
Yeah,
Landed to stop it.
submissions really won't be it in this either. Again, it's like you gotta... They just take too long. It's almost inevitable that the third guy is going to break it up. It's real tough to win a match like this. Oh, what a drop kick into the corner. And now Austin bulldozes Roman. What's he thinking? Bulldog, vintage Austin busts Dilly open. Headbutt from Roman. And now Roman's going to try to steal the pin. Where's the count? Here it comes. Dilly out at 2. That was a bit of a delay on that count.
That would have been a 3 if it started on time.
I don't know what the holdup was there. Oh, Roman got thrown over the ropes and into that cage. Bounced off the steel. That unforgiving steel. I don't know why. Oh, no, Dilly's going for a ride into the steel. Austin almost there. Dilly cut him off, I guess. Wait, Roman's got the guillotine on Austin, the same move he beat Undertaker with, the same move he beat Wesker with. But no, Austin fights out of it. God, back and forth. It's just one hits the other, he hits the other guy up. And now Roman's got the guillotine on DillyTodds. Austin breaks it.
So close.
These three, I'd say, are just so familiar with each other by now. Austin busted open in the corner. And now Roman's looking at Dilly.
Spear! Oh, no, not spear.
I don't know. I thought it was, too. It just didn't maybe have enough room for it.
Right.
Kick up that momentum. I'm surprised you're on the call for this, by the way. You're usually very superstitious about these title matches. Not anymore.
That's just the men's title match. Men's and women's title
Oh,
matches.
just the world championship matches. Okay. Not the people's
champs are fun.
Got it. All right. Well, we're not worried about superstition, but all the same, this has been a slobber knocker main event here. Keep on busting, the crowd is chanting. Bust forever. Bulldog from Austin. And I wonder who's most vulnerable in this moment. Who's really been beaten?
I'm not mirroring the People's Championship at all, Chris. It's one of those things where it's one that's just
Stunner! Stunner to Dilly! Roman tries to steal the pin. Austin breaks it up. That was so silly. Roman's going to try to pin him again. Puts his feet on the ropes while Austin's standing there looking at him like, you kidding me? Austin's going to try to escape. These guys are delirious. They don't know where they are or when to end the match. They're pinning each other right in front of the other guy. That stunner, though, is going to make a big difference. Dilly is hurt. I see the welts forming on his back. He's busted open. Austin busted open. These guys are hurt. They're exhausted. They're delirious. Eventually, that opportunity is going to come. It's going to bust. If Dilly pulls this off, he'll be double belted. If Roman does, he'll be too, and Roman's got Austin in the guillotine. Dilly jumps immediately to his feet, and now he tries to steal the pin. Superman punch to Dilly! Hooks the leg! I don't know if Austin's going to get there in time. The count started! Dilly somehow got the shoulder up off the Superman punch. I thought that was going to be it for sure. Good grief, the fans, the WATCW faithful are losing it. Austin's going to go for the cover on Roman. Dilly's getting to his feet. Roman kicked out at 1. Roman might have the most strength left in this. Wait, now Dilly's going to go for it. The crucifix pin. No. That's the move he used to win in 16 seconds. That'd be nuts if he did that again today. You won with that move. Ooh, dropped him on his tailbone.
Oh.
Another stunner to Dilly, but Roman's right there. Oh, Dilly's out for the moment. And now Austin's going to try to escape. Dilly and Roman are down, and Austin's going to the top. Whoa, you can see he's mashing that meter. It is filling up quick. Holy shit. Austin's at the top of the cage.
That's the game. That's it.
Roman's to his feet. Roman's to his feet. He's got to fill it again. If this Roman could reach him. Can he get him? Oh, no, he's done it. Austin's getting out. Austin's getting out. Dilly bashes his head. Wait, Dilly's just beating up Roman for fun. Dilly out of anger and frustration.
I can respect this one.
He can respect this one. Very interesting, especially understanding that these guys will be on the same team at War Games later this month. Stone Cold retains the People's Championship here tonight, but he'll be defending it again soon because Matt Thomas has just redeemed in the chat using his second account, his burner account. He's redeemed the points to challenge for the People's Championship again. So I don't know if we'll get Dilly Austin Roman Part 4, but we'll definitely see Austin and Roman.
That's up to Dilly.
We'll see Austin and Roman for that title at Birthday Bash.
Promo needed. No promo necessary. That's right. People's champ. The people want this. And I'm here for the people.
You're the people in this, you dingus.
Woo!
Well, Austin retains. Wait a minute.
Real people's champ.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Is he doing it?
This match has been restarted by Suge Knight 323.
Yes, Suge! Yes, Suge!
By way of the card he won in the Trick or Treat Street Fight at Halloween Riot.
Suge didn't want you getting those points.
I knew once he texted you the first time.
I didn't know if he was going to do it regardless or just if Matt won.
Laughed my ass off. What?
This match has restarted. Thank you to Suge Knight 323, who's not even in this match at all.
He probably just did not want Featured to get the points because of the lead he has.
That is insane. Suge won this card at Halloween Riot 3 in the Trick or Treat Street Fight and has the ability to restart one match of his choosing this season. And shockingly, I thought he would maybe save it for one that he was actually competing in. But instead, gonna use it right here, right now, to prevent Featured Films from getting those points, or at least for the time being. This match rolls on crazy. I was ready to take it home, man. I was ready to go to bed.
Right. I was like, oh,
the only good part about this is that when he does the replay, it doesn't redo the entrances.
Oh my God.
Taylor. So because I redeemed that, are we carrying it over? Can I get a free one added on to the normal one account?
What?
The points the
redemption.
Because I redeemed because we thought the match was over.
Oh, so what you're saying? Like if
once the stars and stuff were up on the screen, that it couldn't be played, but
yeah.
No. That card was fair. The stipulation was he had to play it before I exited that screen, so it counted. You're saying if Roman wins this, do you have a mulligan on that challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine.
We'll just add it to the free ones that I have on the WAD account.
Yeah. I'll just make a note.
Okay.
And then if he loses this one, you'll be redeeming it at Birthday Bash.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. Well, you know what? While we're waiting, I'm gonna go use the bathroom because that's how long this match has been.
Go clean your ears. Unreal, man. I thought we were done for the night, but
so did I.
We will continue on. So this actually is indeed a quadrilogy and not a trilogy.
Still technically a trilogy.
Yeah, I guess so. The last one just isn't canon. I don't know. It never happened. It was a different timeline. Now all these competitors are rested up, fully restored. And somebody's going to have to win this match again. Well, Austin's going to try.
Doctor Strange used the time stone.
Oh. I was so curious. That's what I remember. I said that too earlier tonight. It's people count Suge out. They think he's not paying attention. He was here waiting. He knew he wanted to play that card on this match. He was waiting. I wonder if there would have been an outcome in which he wouldn't have played it. I don't know.
If Dilly had won, because Chris would have gotten points.
It's so interesting because if it were me, hey, I'm not gonna. You can play it how you want, but if it were me. I would have waited till I had a match. Maybe one of my guys had a title match. He loses, use that card, try again. But Suge's playing a different game.
I expected.
Suge's playing a different game. He always has been.
Suge enjoys being the troll.
He's the agent of chaos.
I was wondering, has Suge explained why this match? Why the restart?
Well, not to me tonight.
Just 'cause it's funny?
Not to me tonight, but he did tell me personally that he wanted to use it to screw over Matt or Chris.
Well, why's he doing that to screw me over? Like,
because you're in first?
That's what makes it so mysterious.
Just because you're in first? That's my guess.
Matt and Chris both lost the match.
He cares about that.
Nobody can really pretend to know what his intentions are. You know, he's like, I don't know if Suge's playing to win, but he's going to make sure it's a hell of a lot harder for everybody else to win. He's changed the trajectory. Stutter to Dilly. He's changed the trajectory of this entire season when he drafted Dilly in the first place. Austin didn't go for the pin on Dilly. He's moving to Roman, and that's probably pretty smart. Maybe he learned a lot the first time he wrestled this match. All three are down now. Oh man, I just realized Austin had in fact made history by being the first person to defend that title, but it's been stricken from the record. Perhaps he'll be the first to defend it 3 times, technically, across disparate timelines.
The match ain't over yet, so we'll see how it goes.
It can go anyway. Is Austin busted open? I can't tell. It looks like he might be.
I'm not sure.
I haven't seen it.
But he could be right now with a pile driver from DillyTodds.
No, it was just the shadowing. Okay.
You know, we thought we were going to get out early. We were going to go to bed. This is going to be a quick, breezy, easy Tuesday Turmoil.
We were almost done before midnight.
Oh, my God. We really were. What a power bomb!
What if Suge was just screwing you over for endings?
There's that,
what
too.
If that was the idea?
I'm sure he loves that aspect of it. Why's my alarm going off? What the hell?
Alarm's going off?
What is that? What was that?
Time to wake up.
It's mine, but why? What the hell was that? Alarm?
Kick out at 1.
My alarm is set for 7:20 a.m. Not right. That was bizarre. Sorry about that.
Oh, a drop on the ropes there from Roman to Stone Cold. Dilly knocked out, laid out. Everyone's down. What's Roman doing? Who knows? I can't tell. I'm a little bit behind. The call's off. I'm calling from my TV, so.
I'm on my computer since that shit's wired.
You're calling from your TV? Oh, you're watching it on TV?
Yeah.
I thought you were like talking into the
screen.
TV. I was like, how you do that?
I probably could.
I installed the app on my TV. And yeah, you're probably right. You probably installed it on your fridge at this point. Another stunner! This time to Roman! Hooks the leg, but Dilly is up like lightning to break that up. That is incredible. I mean, the way they pop up, they just... It's
Get right back to it.
And now Austin's going to try to escape again. That's exactly how he won last time.
And we're both down.
Roman gets there in time. Not this way. Not
Just
this
in
time. Austin fills that meter up quick. Hey, yo. Our last match. Our last match on WrestleHub.
And I mean, what better way to go out on WrestleHub than someone getting fucked?
Wait a minute!
Pixie in the chat.
What?
Yeah! Let's go!
What?
Oh, there's a pin? What?
Roman 2 bouts!
Yeah!
What on earth?
Pix, we had a good night as a squad. That's what happened.
So Suge plays that card, having wanted to screw over Chris and Matt, restarts the match, and Matt wins. The most mysterious man in the faction war. Roman.
Hey, how much would that have been with? Because it's a title match, a 3-way, and a cage match.
I'll get back to you on that. I don't like to commit to points on the call in case my math's wrong. It's going to be a lot, though.
It might have just... Because the other matches were 1 each. The promo was 1, so that's 3.
Yeah. We don't gotta litigate that right now. Just get out of here.
No, I'm just trying to do mental math. Sorry.
That's all right.
I've been catapulted into second.
That's all right. I'm just trying to wrap this up now because the match is over. This was a crazy, bizarre way to end Tuesday Turmoil. In a lot of ways, Pixie, thank you for tuning in. Kit, I just saw you, Kit. Thank you for tuning in as well.
So make the note for the free one.
To be clear here, too, the next wrestling stream will be Birthday Bash, in which you, the WATCW faithful, can vote on who will challenge for titles, what the match stipulations will be. It is a card shaped by your will. So the form is there in the chat. I'll get it up on socials tomorrow, of course, as well. The polls close on the 16th, so get your votes in and make your voices heard and decide who will be challenging that man. Roman Reigns for the People's Championship, for example. What a show. Thank you, everybody. KVC, Sadi for tuning in. Dilly was in here. Show was in here. Chris was in here. Connor was in here. I had Nick, Featured, and Matt on commentary. Pixie coming in. Cody was here. Michael Bolden TV was here. All sorts of friends, new and old, arrive for WATCW, which continues to be your premier virtual wrestling league. Anything can happen. You'll see things here that you can't see anywhere else, and we've only gotten started. I should be back Thursday. I should be back to begin my playthrough of Resident Evil 5 co-op with Chris, Anthony, Lopez. That one's going to be absolutely wild. Wow. I'm so pumped for it. And thank you so much, guys, for watching. It's late. I need to get to bed. I need to do some faction math. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you later. Good night. Rest in peace, WrestleHub.